Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hellstorm Wargaming. My name is Mikey. Thanks for tuning into this Monday live stream. Let's go. How are we doing today? Apologies for being late. If you didn't know, in the UK, it's a bank holiday Monday. So I was taking my bank holiday, all 3 minutes of it before I went live. So welcome. Let's have a quick drink. Hello. How are we doing? In the UK, everybody who has pretend jobs like officers gets the day off. So welcome in. Have you had the day off today? Have you had a nice time? You've been busy? You had a nice bank holiday weekend? It's been warm in the UK as well. Been very warm. Today we are drinking Lingonberry flavour G Fuel, or the PewDiePie flavour, which is very nice. Tastes like a bitter IKEA. We got a little bit of ice in our G Fuel cup. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby, look at that colour. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's what we need for the big stream. So welcome. What have you been up to this weekend? Let me know. Thanks for tuning in. Again, my name's Mikey. Welcome to this live stream. Definitely one of the best flavors G Fuel has available. Definitely. Before I turn in this weekend, if you didn't know, Hellstorm has a big tournament this weekend. Exclamation point G Fuel, by the way, if you haven't already. gfuel.com/Hellstormwargaming. You can get a tub of this with 20% off. This has 40 energy drinks in it, which is quite good. Works out less. It's like 80p a drink or something. If you get a cup as well. Using code Hellstorm gets you 20% off, so it's good. So we're running a tournament this weekend, and I'm actually giving away some G Fuel as well. We have like a cup, we've got some flavors to give away, which should be good, but let me know what you've been up to this bank holiday weekend. I was obviously editing mostly the Gundam video. Hopefully you watched it and enjoyed it. Not many people did, but I enjoyed it. Thought it was cool. So we got my RX-78 all painted up. I want to paint the others, but I was like, oh, I'll paint the others on video. But then this one's done really shit, so maybe I don't bother. Maybe Gundam's out the window. Gundam's like a private hobby for me now. Maybe. I don't know. It's a shame. I thought the Gundam minis were really nice, but people don't care. But 1,000 of you did. So thank you. Shout out to all 1,000 people who did go off and watch a video. Appreciate it. Justice, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Gitface, hello to you. Dats and Des, how are we? Nige, good evening to you. Mr. Mike Percival, hello. How are you? Happy Monday. I get a bank holiday next week. Nice. Got anything cool planned? You're just chilling. I've got the whole week off. Nice, Des. Good time to have a week off. It's lovely weather. I'm unemployed, so it's just another day for me. Well, it's a bank holiday for you as well. Hopefully you had a break from whatever you were supposed to be doing today. You ran a doubles tournament. Excellent. Babe, tell everyone what we did today. Georgie wants me to tell you that we went to a gemstone pit today. Georgie's been in pit. I took the kid to the ball pit today. That's what she wants me to say. I took the kid to the ball pit. Where's the pictures? So we saw this thing on TikTok in Home Firth. If you don't know Home Firth, it's actually where I played an AOS tournament a couple of weeks ago. It's not too far from me. And they have a gemstone pit. So if you're in Yorkshire or the local area... No, don't look at that. Did that wrong, didn't I? Caught that up completely. What's going on? They have a gem pit. Look at that. It's like gemstones and shit. So if you got a girlfriend, wife, partner who love gemstones, take them out for morning. You get inside. Georgie loved it. So Georgie went gemstone hunting this morning. I was sat on the mom chair. Very funny. Very fun. But yeah, it was good fun. It was a good laugh. What are they doing about Deathwatch now? I'll tell you very shortly. My friend. What's the volume like today, chat? Is music too loud, too quiet? Not a bank holiday in Scotland. Unlucky. So I just spent the weekend packing for moving. Oh, okay. Hopefully it was okay. Hopefully it was okay. Archer, hello. Oh, actually, nice painting, I don't really care about Gundam. Well, yeah, that's how it goes, right? She yearns for the mine. She's just digging for rocks, mate. She's looking for minerals. They're not rocks, they're minerals, Marie. I see a certain AI enjoy a flash up on a thumbnail for a second. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he did. Chat, do you want to see something embarrassing? Do you want to see something embarrassing about me? You want to see something kind of embarrassing? So it popped up on Facebook today. Facebook. You know it's deep when I'm bringing content up from Facebook. But a memory popped up. Now that thing that reminds you of all the embarrassing thing you did on that day of the year. I found my very first Warhammer conversion. And it's funny because it's not even in fucking focus. Look at this. My very first Warhammer conversion. And I took a picture focused on my keyboard in the background. Look at the fucking state of the keyboard for a start. That's what I was gaming on with Dawn of War 1 and Dark Crusade going into Cronus, baby, on that keyboard specifically, smashing it on this 90s style keyboard. Look how it's not even in fucking focus, bro. It's fucking focus on the keys behind, which I think makes it even worse. But this was a Chaos Space Marine with... what year is this? I'll show you. It's a Chaos Space Marine with a Power Fist. Right? A Power Fist. And a Night Lord head, I think. Oh, God, the yellowing plastic. Yeah, that was supposed to be a white keyboard, not yellow. But then it's got a wing. And the wing... is you can see there's writing on it here because it's actually a McDonald's toy. I can't remember what film it was, but there was like dragons in McDonald's toy, so I used it for a conversion, and the caption went something like this. Let me pull it up. Chat, what year do you think this was? What year do you think this was? I'll let you guys guess. I'll let you guys guess what year it was. Okay. You've got the clues. You've got the clues. All right. This is the first time I did a conversion. You've got yellowing keyboard. You've got very old Space Marine kit. And if you know what this McDonald's kit is, you could probably name the month. I mean, it's this month. You could probably name the movie. 2007, 2006, 2024, 2004, 2010, 2003, 2005. Some of you are close. Chat, this was 2010. 2010, bro. Mikey Herbert, 25th of August, 2010. It's not amazing, but I'm working on it. And it's only got one wing, like Cloud and Sephiroth. This one being Sephiroth. I shall be making a normal Space Marine with a wing on the other side to represent Cloud. How embarrassing! Bro, just play Final Fantasy. Stop putting Final Fantasy in my Warhammer, bro. This one is Sephiroth. The next one will be Cloud. So I think that's what I imagine I said, how I said it. Did I ever make it? No, did I fuck? I don't have this anymore either, funnily enough. And funnily enough, I don't have this one anymore. This one is Sephiroth, clearly, because he has one wing which is on the left, and Cloud famously has one wing on the right. One of them has a black wing that drops black feathers, the other white. White! OC, do not steal original characters. Fucking bro, fucking super glued a McDonald's toy onto a Warhammer mini and called it Sephiroth. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, chap. 2010 peak conversion. I just died of cringe. Yeah, it's my cringe. Look at that, 50 years ago today. 50 years ago today. And I think the comment was just me replying to someone who's definitely deleted their Facebook account. It just makes no sense. I'm just like, yeah, that's it. Or something like that. "2010 was too long ago." Yeah, it's 15 years. 50 years. Kids are old enough to buy cigarettes. Well, get someone else to buy cigarettes for them at the shop 15, if they were born 15 years ago. You know what I mean? That's what sort of year we're talking. They're like outside the shop drinking Monster and playing music off their phones, probably. I don't know what kids do. But they should be drinking G Fuel. Especially G Fuel in chat. How embarrassing. That's all I'll say. Definitely embarrassing. So yeah, I just saw that. I thought I saw that pop up and I thought I'd share my very first conversion. How cringe. Speaking of conversion, Pete the Wargamer has been robbed. Pete the Wargamer has been robbed, chat. It's sad. Poor Pete. Did you hear? Did you hear that Pete the Wargamer got robbed? We might have to do a GoFundMe. I'm busy typing out old stuff for the aforementioned house move so I can put some tragic minis in the Discord. You should. You should. Yeah, poor Pete. Poor Pete has been stolen from. He's been robbed. If you didn't know, Pete obviously famously made this. This short has 500,000 views. He took the Saturnine Dreadnought and converted it into a Nemesis Dreadnought, or more specifically, the new Dreadnought. So he could have like a melter gun and shit, you know what I mean? Pete's so talented. It fucking makes me sick. So obviously, absolutely gorgeous conversion. People have robbed him. They're just fucking making 3D prints and selling them. Oh, look at that. Turn your Saturnine Dreadnought into a Nemesis Dreadnought. He's been stolen, bro. He's been stolen. He's been robbed blind. People are now just selling this. How much is it? Let's find out. Oh, you don't. Which faction's kit? So it's Saturnine Dreadnought. I thought he was selling it. I've seen someone. Maybe this is a different one. Maybe this is a different one. I've seen someone selling a kit to be able to convert your Saturnine Dreads into Dreadnoughts. And it's like... it's just Pete's conversion 3D printed. That's all it is. It's just it's just Pete's conversion as a 3D print. So you don't have to buy a kit. How savage. Pete was like, look at this cool conversion that you do. So I was like, I could sell that. I could sell that. Let me see if I can... I definitely saw one. I definitely saw a conversion kit. Also, if you search Saturnine conversion kit, I'm the top link, bro. Look at that. I'm the top guy. That's literally me. I'm your man. And then it's Pete, and then it's Pete. Absolutely savage. Absolutely savage, bro. Oh, Twin Gladiator conversion kit, just a 3D print. Grey Knight, Saturnine. Oh, where was it? It was definitely on Reddit. I think I pulled up the wrong link. But anyway, fucking, they're just like, they've just taken Pete's conversion and turned it to most likely a 3D printable kit. Because that's definitely 3D printed. And yeah, it's an uncanny valley because everything's like, it's something that's like so minute, but it's so important. It's the scale of things. All the scale is ever so slightly off. The arms are slightly too thin and the guns are slightly too big. That makes it look really weird. Yeah, it's the uncanny valley that puts me off. And look at those weird ass bolters. The bolters. What bolters? Do you mean the flamer? Do you mean the flamer? But even that, look at that. Why is that gun so small? It looks so weird. I thought now we just ask it snapped. Yeah, so is the sword. It's tiny. And why is it leaning so far forward? You know? To be fair, though, the leg piece actually looks the part. It looks really good. Annoyingly, it looks really good. And I like the way that they've repositioned all the toes to make it like more like the dreadnought. But like the arms are so dinky. You could 3D print anything, any size you want. Why have you printed them so dinky? Insert Krennic from Star Wars meme. What's the Krennic from Star Wars meme? Which one? Is it look what they do to mimic a fraction of our power? No. It's a miracle. We're on the verge of greatness. Okay, there we go. You stand here amongst my chief. There's so many good memes. That's invincible. God. You said you were cooler with the kids. We were fucking talking about a movie that came out 10 years ago. Talk about a movie that came out probably... When did Rogue One come out? 10 years? 9 years. We're talking about a film that came out 9 years ago. Are you trying to say I'm down with the kids for not knowing Rogue One? Come on now. Chicken jockey. You know what I'm saying? Rush scaling to get the product to market. Yeah, they've just like not thought about it. But then they've got like actual dreadnought arms there that are blue tacked on. Enhance. Enhance. Yeah, got actual dreadnought arms, which are the perfect size. This looks so much better because that's just what Pete did. Pete, you've been robbed. Pete, you've been robbed. Take him to court. Lizard. Yeah. I've seen that one. That's a good one. I like Lizard. You know what that Thunderhammer reminds me of? The Deathwatch and their Deathwatch Thunderhammers. So what's going on with the Deathwatch? Nice. Nice. Bro, never tuned into a live stream before. Bro, never tuned into a live stream before. Main story in the title. Got some other stories to tell you about first. You can see it's there. You see it says the new Deathwatch. The new Deathwatch. It says it there. You see there's one more tab before that? That's how they start. Look, we talked about the Grey Knights. We're just working our way through. Lol, first time, literally. Literally. So when they come in and talk about the title 20 minutes into a stream. It's TikTok culture. Me, what story now? Just scroll, mate. Just scroll up. See what happens. So yeah, so Peter Wargaming's got robbed. Hope he's going to sue them. So, great time. Great time on bail. Chat! Have you ever wanted a new army, right? The game with Mikey Stream is to derail him enough he never talks about the title, true. Literally true. Chat, have you ever thought to yourself, I want a new army, but I want matching accessories? You know? Maybe name amongst yourselves in chat, like, what would be your favorite accessory to get with a new army? Let's say you buy an army secondhand, you're buying a painted army, and you like want an accessory to go with it, right? So it's like, you know, it's like, oh, I've got a new army, it comes with matching dice. You know what I mean? It comes with matching dice. Maybe it comes with like a custom carry case. You know? Anything else you can think of? Yeah, carry case. There we go, Alex Gonzalez. Great job, mate. Matching dice. Maybe like a dice bag. Maybe like those measuring sticks, like these. Maybe like these that attendees get at Hellstorm Wargaming events. Maybe some of these that have like the faction logo on. You know, little 3-inch measuring stick. Maybe you're in the market for a brand new Imperial Fists army, you know? Now, this is in Hertfordshire. This army in particular. It is an Imperial Fists army. And, you know, the paint job's not awful. The paint job's not awful. It could be better. I won't lie. Not to be rude. It could be better. But, you know, it's a sizable army. We've got, like, a captain. We've got the Indomitus Marines. We've got a Brutalis. We've got a Ballistus. We've got some new Terminators. We've got a Librarian. You know, it's fine. It's a fine army. But, you know, this one comes with... This one, well, one is missing a head. That's very important to consider when you are buying an army. This one comes with matching accessory that you will not be able to prepare for if you've not seen this. Because you'll notice it's on the back of a parcel shelf. And you know, what isn't posted here or shown is a transport solution or transport option for this army, such as a carry case. So why don't you carry it around in your, well, why don't you carry it around in your custom 2003 Volkswagen Polo with matching logo on the bonnet? For a mere £800, you can have a 2,000 point painted Imperial Fist army with matching 2003 Volkswagen Polo. And as you can see, it is truly the transport of legend. As you can see, very good condition. As you can see by the spray paint on the boot where they've tried to paint the O's for some reason. You can see the rear wing, the rear windscreen wiper is hanging off. Okay, it has what I can only presume are some form of bullet hole. I don't know if they're stickers or real. And then what it looks like to be is someone, rather than like a stencil of a hand to be the Imperial Fist logo, which is a fist, by the way. It's a fist. It's just a handprint. It's just a handprint. And you can see it's got it's third company car because it's got the red wing mirror. That's how you know. They're the speed holes that make the car go faster. Well, you know, it's a third company one, so it's going to be pretty reliable, you would hope. As you can see, inside the car, it's also got a spray-painted brake pedal, just so you know which one makes you stop. Just in case you have to look down, you have to remember which pedal it is. It's the red one that makes you stop. Red equals stop. As you can see, it comes with... That might be the dice bag, or it's just a bag of rubbish. I think that might just be a bag of rubbish, actually, on reflection. It comes with some Wrigley's Extra. The seatbelt buckle is broken. And you can see as well, they've also, for some reason, spray painted the driver's handle. And it has another bullet hole, which I think now on reflection might be stickers. You know? And yeah, there you go. A 2,000 point army with a custom carry case. And it says, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to own a nicely done 40k army and to travel with it to tournaments in a matching custom vehicle. This car is an MOT until next year. I may make no representations about its likelihood of passing the next one. The army can be travelled rather nicely on the car's parcel shelf. Some issues with the bells and whistles, electric windows, door locking, radio and stuff. Not important. The air conditioning work to treat. Some cosmetic damage to the bodywork. The army is in lovely condition, has some 3D printed missile face, but all the miniatures are official GW. Includes Captain in Gravis armor, Captain in Relic shield, Captain in Terminator armor, Lieutenant with shield, Judiciar, Chaplain, Ancient, Librarian in Terminator armor, 6 Plague Guard veterans, 10 Assault Intercessors, 10 Intercessors, 3 Eliminators, 10 Terminators, 5 Hellblasters, Ballistic Dread, and a Redemptor Dread, Predator, and a car. Collection only, too big to post. And it says no splits. No splits. So I did check. I did check. I did ask. I said if it was splitting the car from the army. He said no. So chat, look. Just look. I'm gonna put it out there. I'll put the idea in your head. Okay. If we get enough in super chats tonight, where after YouTube fees, I have £800 spare, I will buy this car and take the army to LGT. How's that sound? All right. If we raise enough in super chats, plus 30%, because I'll get cut from YouTube. All right. I will buy this car and take that army to the London Grand Tournament this next month. Now, it's not going to happen, but wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be very, very funny? I would be taking this car to London, to the London Grand Tournament, hope it doesn't get stolen, and then probably scrap it on the way home, along with the army. I'm just putting that idea out there. You have as long as it's available. I'm gonna give, I don't know. It's been up for 7 hours. It might sell. It might sell. If we want, don't forget, YouTube takes 30% as well. We need like 1,200 in super chats. I think Georgie would decide if I bought, I'd give her a car afterwards. Think about it. Imagine that. Imagine that. I could take the car to London, drive home, and then she's got a free car. It's custom. She could paint it any colour she likes because it can't look fucking worse, can it? This car could get towed. It's got tax and MOT, bro. Chat, we're talking a cool 1,200 in super chats. It's not going to happen. I've not had one super chat or one member today. We're half an hour in. But I'm just putting that offer out there. If we did manage to do it as a collective, I'll put up the first 50 quid. All right, there we go. I'll put up the first 50 quid. But imagine, I would get a train and buy this, and I'd take that army to London. That'd be so funny. Imagine a Rocco like, wow, cool army, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I should see the fucking transport. I'll bring it in on my parcel shelf as a train. I'll take it in on the fucking parcel shelf, bro. So yeah, they made me fucking howl. I was sitting home first looking at it. I was like, what the fuck is that? One's missing a head. That's what's annoyed me. Andy, let's go! Only 1,100 and something left. Just need you to all super chat the word car. We made $4.99 so far. We just need a couple thousand, another 1,000. That's all. Magnetize the parcel shelf. I hope it's an Uber. It's covered in hair, bro. It's covered in hair. Do you think I could talk him down price because it's missing a head? That's why it's like carriage. Chat, let's get GoFundMe going. You know what I mean? What's wrong with your car? Nothing. My car's fine, thanks. Mikey! Mercenary, thanks for the 5!
How much extra to drive up to Scotland and pick up Innis and then drive to London?
I would not trust it to drive to Scotland and back, considering it's fucking Hertfordshire.
£5, car left wheel nut.
Thank you, I, for buying the car left wheel nut. Let's go. Why are you buying this car, Steve? Steve, if you've not seen, on Facebook, there is a 2,000 point Imperial Fist army. Okay. You know, there's a 2,000 point Imperial Fist army. And it comes with a car. No splits. No splits. So I said if we got 1,200 in super chat, so I can actually buy it because PayPal, YouTube takes 30%, then I would buy the car and take the army to London Grand Tournament. I will buy this army and take it to London and play. And the only reason I'm saying LGT is because it's fucking already near London. So if it packs out, at least I've got to go like here. You know? What's it near? Wormley. Wormley. How far is that to London Grand Tournament? Let's have a look. I don't think I'll make it home. I would like to. Wormley. Let's get directions to... oh, excuse me. We'd like to get directions to... What's it called? Lee Valley? I'm only going to drive it 10 miles. That'd literally be fine. I'm not doing anything to support LGT. I'm only saying LGT because it's 9 miles away. I'm only doing LGT because it's 9 miles away, bro. So if I break down, at least I'm not very far. If I PayPal you $750, can I have the army afterwards? It gets 50-50 to make 10 miles. It wouldn't be too bad. It wouldn't be too bad. So that's the offer, chat. If you'd like to see me buy this army and car, I will make a video of me buying the car and driving to London and playing in a tournament and then driving home in it. I dread to think how much insurance would be, because it would definitely get nicked. So the Hellstorm B team has to push in the car. You're looking at the map, it's all down so you can just roll it. Perfect! Perfect, bro! Chat, we've made £14.96 so far. So, just a few more super chats, we'll be able to do it. Only drivable to a T site. I wouldn't put more than one person in this, because it'll probably fucking stall. It'll probably stall and die. Has it even got a... I don't even think it's got a CD player. I think that's a tape player. I think that's a fucking tape player. Shall we check the MOT history? HK53. HK53. What was the other one? YRG. I mean, it's got an MOT. It's got a real MOT. It's colour green. I think that needs updating. The other person can lean forward and bounce again. Oh, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Well, like there, trying to get it going forward and backwards. Come on, get it in, get it in. Right, okay, chat. On the 1st of April, it's got an oil leak. Real brake disc was worn, but not seriously weakened. Exhaust system is deteriorating. The rear suspension component corroded, but not seriously weakened on both sides. And it failed. What did it fail on? The rear of the passenger door could not be opened from the outside. The lamps wasn't working. The front exhaust has a major leak of exhaust gas. This car is fucked. This car is so fucked. I would drive it straight to the scrapyard. I drive it home to the scrapyard. But it could be fun. Could be fun. So if you wanted to, you want to see me take this army to the LGT, I'd auction the army off afterwards, not the car. I would auction the army off for charity afterwards, I think, if I did. Imagine how funny that would be. That's definitely a dodgy MOT. Yeah, 100%. I do not doubt that that is a dodgy MOT. Slash roof, she's going for another 10k miles. The fucking brake discs are fucked and it's leaking. No way you got that in 3 days. That's a fucking bro is under the car welding it type job. Mary's under the car. That'll do. That failed MO2 was like from March. Yeah, so he got it done 3 days later. He got it fixed 3 days later and passed. He's even got like the fucking plasma effects. Look how he's gone all out. It's a bit of a steal if that car was any better condition. If that car was any better condition, not even the paintwork, we could probably finish it off with colour forge, you know what I mean? Oh, imagine I buy the car for him, just start spraying more yellow. Imagine I buy the car off him for 800 quid and he's like, right, enjoy it. I'm like, yeah, sorry, man, I'm just going to finish the job. I'm just going to be like, yeah, you've missed a bit. I spray painted my own car, sponsored by Colvard. Finally a use of Valorant Yellow, because no one else is buying it, bro. Chat, come on. Come on, get those super chats rolling in. Think of the content, bro. I took my army to the... I don't even know how I would title that video. I bought a car to buy it for an army. I don't know. I bought a car for an army on Facebook. I bought Facebook car. Yeah, it's fucking... Sorry, mate. Have you got any sticky tape? I'm just going to fucking paint the wheels. So I've got to tape up the wheels so I can spray paint the rest of the bodywork because you missed a bit. Anyway, the idea was there. The idea was there. You can film me getting crushed to rile up Imperial Fist players. Yeah, that would be the plan. That would be the plan. I think I would go and buy the army. I would ask the guy why he sprayed his car fucking yellow. Why he decided to sell the car with an army. And then go play tournament and then go scrap the car. Watch it get fucking crushed. My fiance left me for a Facebook car. You'll never believe this army case I bought. Clearly that ride, the Dawn himself will cruise around it. Anyway, the idea's been put in your head now, chat. The rest is on you. The rest is on you. We've got 15. Shall I put a super chat goal on screen? Shall I put a super chat goal on screen? Facebook car. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why not? Let me do it. Let me do it. What do we have it as? So what is this? No, we had it as... Let's hide the timer a minute. Not members today. Not members today. Facebook. Facebook car fund. Facebook car fund. $15 out of 15 out of There we go, chat. There's your goal. There's your goal. We got 15 out of what, 1,200. I don't give £1. I've just set up the thing so it goes up in 5s. I've just done the thing so it goes up in 5s, bro. There we go. Right, chat, it's all on you. Do we want to get Facebook car? Good luck. Good luck. Facebook car fund for video. Thank you for the pound, guys. Really appreciate it. If you want to see me buy this car, you know what to do. You know what to do. Anyway. If it must be tough if Dawn is selling the fans. It must be fucking tough. If the only way you can get rid of your car is by selling your Warhammer army. Anyway, the title of the stream, chat. Deathwatch are cooked. I need to update it. Deathwatch are over after this release. Yeah, 1,100 mates, 199 mates do the same. Yeah, I don't have that many friends, clearly. I fear for Mikey's life if he gets in that vehicle. Let me vlog it. Chat, you might have seen that it got announced a few weeks ago. However, it's finally releasing this weekend. There is the new... There's no fucking picture of the box. There is the new Deathwatch being released this weekend. It's on pre-order this weekend. This bad boy. This bad boy. Kill Team Tombworld with Deathwatch and Necrons. Very exciting. Zeticus, thanks for becoming a member, bud. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thanks so much for becoming a member, buddy. Really appreciate it. There is a new Deathwatch kill team and a new Necron kill team. This is not the right... Why is this even in my playlist anymore? You might be wondering, Micah, why are you talking about this? It's cool. And there is cool. The Necron kill team is very cool. I really like the character. I think the character looks mint. I think the Necron little walker things are cool. I think they look really sick. I think all like the little bits and bobs are cool. Now, the Deathwatch kill team is very nice. It is really, really nice. Okay. As you can see, it's gorgeous. You've got this bad boy. You've got the heavy intercessor with the big heavy weapon. You've got the infiltrator with a cool little scout backpack thing. You've got like just an intercessor, but you notice you've got different backpacks. I'd be definitely interested to see the backpacks properly on the model because they are slightly different. They've actually showed off the sprues today. Like a digital version of the sprues, which I think is pretty fun. It's a nice way to do it. As you can see, you got like the Reaver with the Sergeant. And they've shown off the sprues. Digital, but they've shown them off. They've got like the extra armor than the little Deathwatch thing. Which is cool. You've got like the heavy weapons there. You've got loads of cool shoulder pads, which is probably the most exciting thing. No Blood Ravens, spoilers, but you've got like the Emperor's Spears. You've got Emperor's Scythes. You've got whatever that is. You've got whatever that is. You've got Red Scorpions. You've got whatever that is. You've got whatever that is. You need Iron Hands. You've got Brazen Claws. You've got Lamenters, which I thought was fun. You got Salamanders, Raven Guard, Imperial Fists. Think about that car, chat. You've got whatever that is. You got the Librarian one. You got what, a Space Wolf. All very cool. Very nice sprues, and they build a multitude of Space Marines. Now, the thing is, though you're a Space Marine fan, yeah, I played Dawn of War, and that's it. I like Dawn of War, and that is all. I don't care about anything else. If it's related to a video game, super interested. Now, the thing is, chat, is what does this mean for the old Deathwatch veteran kit? Because there's one Storm Shield, but there's not multiple. There's no Storm Bolters. There's no Stalker Bolters. The skull one is from the Astartes shot. Oh, potentially. The Executioners, I think they're called. There's also, what's important, is models on 40mm bases within this squad. Now, the thing is with it, is like, I don't know how this is going to work because they're releasing this in Kill Team, and essentially it's the Primaris version of a Deathwatch Kill Team. Very cool, very cool, very cool idea. But this isn't a Deathwatch Heavy Thunderhammer. You know? You know? This isn't a Deathwatch Thunderhammer. What else are they missing? There's no Stormbolters. I'm trying to think what other weapons they don't have access to. Because they do have the 2 heavy weapons. The Deathwatch Frag Cannon and the Deathwatch Heavy Bolter with Flamestorm. But then they've just got like a heavy Deathwatch heavy intercessor for the Deathwatch with a bolter. What's going to be interesting is to see what happens to the old Deathwatch veteran kit. Because this is a very old... I mean... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might have already answered my own question. Chat, where's the Deathwatch veteran kit? Where's he gone? He's gone. It's actually gone. I've answered my own question. Deathwatch are cooked, bro. Deathwatch are cooked. Bro, they're cooked. You're gonna have to, all you people with 100 Deathwatch veterans, your army's been Legends once and now all your army's gone. It's already Jova. It's already Jova, bro. It's already gone. It's already gone. Out of stock. Yikes, dude. Yikes. So my point was going to be, chat, is that if there are the I can't even open the picture. If they have the Primaris version, what will happen to the old version? Because that comes with loads of options that aren't in the Primaris one. And the answer is that it's already off sale. So what that is telling me is the old loadouts for Primaris, the old loadouts for Deathwatch veterans might be going the way of Legends as well. This might be the second plane is hitting the Deathwatch tower. First, the entire army gets Legends and gets shoved in Imperial Agents book. And now, they've got rid of the unit. The only unit they had left is getting sent as well. They disappeared off sale a month ago. The point being, it's like, if you own Deathwatch, you fucked it. If you own Deathwatch, you've fucked it once, and now you're about to fuck it again, because what's going to happen is they're going to bring out a new datasheet for Deathwatch veterans, and it's going to be completely different, and you're either going to have to do heavy conversions or just buy new models. And the Watchmaster and Watch Captain Artemis are both on 32 mils, and they're tiny as fuck. They're tiny as fuck. So what are they saying? What are they trying to say? Are they trying to say that everyone's going to rebuy all Deathwatch veterans again? Even though the army got Legends once? Keith Wetcher, I'm going to trust you. The entire Deathwatch faction is going to be the fucking Legends, and they're going to be like, well, there's an index, but you can't build anything with it. I'm just trying to fucking find just our mod. I'm trying to find the sprues. It's worse than you think. That kill team is a 10-man Gravis kill, 10-man kill team with Gravis models. Oh no, it's not even going to be 5-man. It's going to be 10-man. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a unit of 10 minimum. Deathwatch are going to be even harder to play because there's going to be no cheap units. Every unit's going to be 300 points each. It's going to be 5-man. Going to be 5-man. Listen, it's going to be 5-man, I tell you. You might be right. I don't know. I don't know. But this sprue isn't complete because there's no bodies. 2 gravities, 2 phobos, and 6 tactical. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, there's no bodies on these sprues, is there? Oh, there's a couple there. Granted, there's a couple there. My apologies. Don't mean to be lying. Don't mean to lie. Sorry. Where's the heavy intercessor body, though? Jack, they forgot the heavy intercessor body. Let's get rid. Deathwatch are getting sent to Legends again. That's what's crazy. Deathwatch are getting sent to Legends twice within the year. I think the Imperial Agents Battle Force release last year was in bad taste then. Yeah, 100%. 100% awful. But like, look what you don't get. You don't get the little sergeant guy. You only get 1 hammer, not 2. You don't get the blades guy. The black shield's he called? You don't get the black shield. You only get 1 shield, not 2. By the looks of things. And all these like, custom shoulder pads, RIP. No, but literally, the Legends has hit the 2nd tower. You don't get the Stalker Bolters. You don't get the Black Shield. You do get the heavy weapon, but you also don't get the shotguns. There's no shotguns here, is there? Yeah, there's no shotguns. Oh, bro. Oh, bro, it's literally Jova. It's literally Jova. No shotguns. Is there even a shield? Yeah, one shield, 1 hammer that's not heavy. It might have the same rules. No storm bolters. They don't use the shotguns. Well, it's not the point if you use them now. It's if you have them, you know? And it isn't an old army. It's what, 7 years old? Heavy bolt rifle grenade launcher, though. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. 3 boxes of Deathwatch veteran. At least I have a grenade launcher. No, I should take bolt and power weapon either. No, exactly. So the entire faction is being gutted again. It's literally Jova for Deathwatch. Don't get me wrong, I think the models are fucking gorgeous. I actually really, really like these models. Now, they won't go together many ways like the old one, but I think like the Blade Master is really nice. I love how teched up he is, obviously. It looks so sick. I think the Watch Sergeant looks lovely. I think the Demolisher and Aegis. I think the models are really nice. Don't get me wrong. Deathwatch veterans, fuck me. Buy them while you can. Oh, there I am. It's my fault, chat. I did it. Chat, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I signed it off. I signed the executive order to send the 2nd plane into the Deathwatch Tower. I'm sorry. Hopefully they'll be bent and I can enjoy a period of winning games. Bro, they're going to be like, yeah, don't use the index, just use the Imperial Agents Codex. But yeah, jokes aside, I imagine it's going to be a unit of 10 now. I imagine it's going to be a unit of 10 now, dude. That would just make so much sense. Well, I haven't got love theme on. Mikey signed Order 66 for Deathwatch. Yeah. Well, yeah, no Bloodraven shoulder pad. Who are these people? Who are these? Who are you? Who are you? Who's this? So is that Imperial Agents Codex now invalid too? 1 data sheet in that codex is invalid, yeah. So you may as well just throw it into a fire. A 2nd Black Star has hit my army. Looks like you might be able to still run a 2 of our weapon. It'll be whatever's in the box, right? So you won't be able to run... I doubt you'll be able to run multiple frag cannons if there's only 1 in the kit. Sorry, Mikey, the Bloodravens nicked the Bloodraven shoulder pad from the kit. You know what? Fair. valid. So real for that. Very real for that. So don't get me wrong, a very nice kit. I won't be reviewing it this weekend, I'll tell you that for sure. I won't be reviewing the kit, sadly. I won't be making... You could get way more Deathwatch out of this kit because I don't have access to it. It's 1 per 5. Have you read the new rules? Because they have 2 weapons on the sprue, so that'll be it. If it's a unit of 10, you'll have this, and this is it. Depends if it's a 5-man or 10-man. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You got a kill team party, we could do it. No, I don't have the kit. They haven't sent me one. So. Right, chat. It talks about one person. Adam started painting Deathwatch in 2018. How much of this is still valid? Not that guy. Yo, he's built more as Primaris already. What a scammer. You can't run this unit. You can't run Hellblasters as Deathwatch. He was ready. He knew. He knew. Can't run this as Deathwatch, I don't think. I don't know. I don't even know what you can take as Deathwatch anymore, what you can't take. Is it just Terminators these days? It is a gorgeous army, to be fair. And they binned it off for 3 months. Two sets of sprues. We don't know. We don't know. I doubt they're going to duplicate these sprues. Unless it is unless this is a unit of 5. If this is a unit of 5, fair enough. How many legs have we got? We got 1 set of heavy legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it could be. But yeah, there's also no heavy intercessor body here, I don't think. Yo, Oscar, thanks for the 27 months. Thanks for the 27 months, dude.
Rejoin. Oscar Anju celebrates 27 months of membership. 27 months, and Mikey still didn't come to nuts for me.
You gave me like 3 days notice. We're like, you could have come to Nottingham. I was like, no, bro, I've got shit on. Thank you for the 27 months. I am saving up for a new car, though, chat. I'm saving up for a new car. If you want a super chat, we are saving up for a new car. We are saving up for we're saving up for Facebook car. Chat, if you want to help out, consider super chatting. We're trying to buy this car. Okay. Okay. If you didn't know, someone's selling a Warhammer army with a car. And I told chat if we save enough, I'll buy it and I'll go to LGT with it. Have you been putting the same boxes of Varret? Was it your community balance data slate? I think so. I think they saw my community balance data slate and said, Mikey, we're not going to respond to this. And they've responded to it instantly. Round sprue, round side, just above halfway. Oh, that's the heavy intercessor body, isn't it? That I saw the back, I didn't see the front. That must be the front. Is that the front, chat, do you think? Maybe. Maybe it is 5-man. If it's 5-man, that's quite decent. I swear to God, I deleted that out of one of the trade groups. Why? It's fucking brilliant. This is fucking genius. This is fucking G. I want to buy it. I just don't have £800. I do have the Streamlit. Oh, yeah, chat. Might have a lot to do, hack. Chat have a lot to do, hack. Donate to Facebook car. Chat, you can donate directly to PayPal. We don't need 1,200 quid. We need 800. Chat, you can donate directly to PayPal. We could buy Facebook car. If you just tuned in, chat, we've got a fundraising goal. I'm not going to Klarna the car. Shut the fuck up. Chat, if you didn't know, someone is selling an Imperial Fists army with matching car. Okay, Imperial Fists army with a matching car. If you guys want me to buy it, collectively, we could buy it for the channel. And I'll drive this army to the LGT and play in the tournament with it. And then we'll donate the army to charity. Is now a good time to tell back he's going live tab? Fuck. Forgot. I did forget to post on fucking Discord. I was too invested in Facebook car. I was too invested in Facebook. They won't split the car from the army either. Imagine the debt collectors towing that piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. Imagine how funny it'd be. But the MOT is definitely dodgy. Definitely dodgy. But I have said, if we get enough, if we get £800 or enough after fees, I'll buy this army, I'll drive that fucker to LGT and go play a tournament with it, and then I'll try and drive the car home. He won't split the car, I did ask. I did ask. He said it, I said if he was splitting the car, and he said no. I was going to just buy the car, I don't want the army. But if we did buy it, chat, I'd just donate, I'd like raffle off the army for charity and just scrap the car. It's probably safer that way. So it's £16. We're well on our way. We're well on our way. We're at 16 out of... Well, we actually need 800 quid. Let me update the goal. Well, chat, I need fuel. Anything extra going towards fuel. We are close to a Facebook car. We're on our way. Buy it now in one difficult payment at £800. Yeah. Is it not just Valrat's car? He wishes he had a car like that. He wishes he had a car like that. Klarna mentioned Sweden. It's not something to be proud of, bro. Klarna's not something to be proud of. Oh, so yeah, anyway, Deathwatch are cooked. That's what we've learned. Deathwatch are completely cooked. If you own a Deathwatch army, sell it now. If you own a Deathwatch army, now's the time to sell it, because it's literally fucked called the new kit this weekend. Very pretty though. The new one, at least the new one's nice. Charge of Valori! Thanks for 7 months! Thanks for the 7 months, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome in, welcome in.
Trader Mallow celebrates 7 months of membership.
You need fuel? I know a powdered drink that could help you. !G fuel in chat, baby. !G fuel in chat, let's go. It says, Clan the Helper own chapter variants. 10 willing eager hobbyists split the kit with one stipulation, no duplicate chapters. You can only select 5 operatives for each mission, but rules can't say you're putting a cool squad together for a swish photo op. Okay, so it definitely is 2 squads of 5 then. They're just bundling it up to make it more expensive. See if the car will run on G Fuel. They're nice, to be fair. It looks like a nice kit. It's just gonna be weird to absolutely kill everybody's army again. Because these are on 40mm bases as well, so you're gonna have to up base every Deathwatch veteran with a heavy weapon. I talk about the sheer disrespect of them not putting a blood ravage shoulder in the box. I know. Disgusting. Even though we got one in the original one. Disgusting behaviour. Absolutely disgusting behaviour, to be honest. So yeah, the models look cool. It's just the fact that it's hit the second tower for Deathwatch being fucking legends again. Good thing I ever painted mine. I'm glad I never bought that Deathwatch army. I'm glad I only won a tournament with it. Got a free holiday, then never touched them again. It's my fault they got legends, chat. Let's be honest. I painted that Deathwatch veteran, Deathwatch Blood Ravens Librarian just the other week to celebrate my Dawn of War, to celebrate Dawn of War Definitive Edition. That's cute. I don't know why I struggle to read that so much. But that's very cute. I painted mine up. I made him Primaris. Hellstorm Librarian. Do I have a picture? It's kind of fun that I can sometimes just Google myself and I can find the picture. I can't find it this time though. I can't find it this time, but child, look at this. Oh, cute. 4 years ago, I got all my army out. Cute. Cute. Look at that. That's my army. And there's my Invictor Warsuit that Valrak threw into the sea. There he is. That's the big Victor Warsuit that Valrak threw into the sea. I remember. I remember. There he is. I don't have this one anymore because Valrak threw him into the ocean. No real loss! Okay, are you getting unmodded if you carry on like this? RIP Thunderfires. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that's been legends on this table. There's a lot that's been legends. These Sangard, the wrong. These Death Company, wrong. Apothecary, gone. Sangari guy with jump pack, gone. Captain with jump pack. Alright, we'll let that one slide. What else? What else? Thunderfires, Leviathan, Scorpions. Volkswagen Rogue Alpha 4 $4. When was the last time anyone played an Invictus Warsuit? Well, the last time someone did famously, he got thrown into the ocean, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised they didn't play Warsuits for a while. I demand head mod presentation. This cute Halo, you got Gabriel Angelos. I've not done an army showcase for 4 years. Archived post. What the fuck? I wrote an article for Army last year that never got published, so I decided to read it in the video and show my own myself. It was really bad. It was a really bad article. I remember. It was so bad. I was like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be playing Deathwatch. To Blood Ravens. I love Blood Ravens. And I'm so excited. And they never use my article. It's safe to say I've amassed quite a collection. This was 4 years ago as well. So it's 5 years ago I wrote that article. They just never used it. But I did showcase my entire army. That's the important bit. That's the important bit. To the Dawn of War theme! To the Dawn of War theme. I got everything out, look. Cute. It's like you're playing Dawn of War chat. Did you see that transition? It was so slow and thematic. Wow. Do you want me to do this again? The Forge Royal Gabriel Angelos is so tiny. Yeah, look at him. Look at that zoom! Damn. Oh, the Contemptors Legends as well. I don't know how I got a really expensive camera and still filmed it so badly. Why is it so blurry, Mikey? Why is everything so blurry? You can't see anything. Wow. Do you know what I want when I'm doing an army showcase? My camera doing this. Whoa, look at that army, bro. Look at that army, bro.
My entire Blood Ravens force, all on one table. This has been a labour of love for like 15 years now, and there's just loads.
Do it again, but only put out legend stuff. I don't have a lot of it anymore. I mean, I sold a lot of it for the studio fund. Making it too critical, it looks really cool. It's quite the force. There's my Cyrus, as you can see, my little Cyrus conversion that I posted the other day. That one captain didn't have a head. Yeah, that's because it's up for an upcoming video. That's the one that I made into myself. Hellstorm made myself a space marine. Why didn't it show up? I've literally wrote the title. I literally wrote the title. How does it not show up? I made myself into a space marine. There it is. There it is. That's why I didn't have a head. It's because I 3D scanned my... Oh, everything's crashed. I 3D scanned my own face and turned it into a printable head. And then put it on Space Marines. And then painted it, as you can see. That's why I didn't have a head. And then I give out that head at events. I go around and I say, do you want head? And they're like, what? And then I give them a little 3D printed head. My hair was fucking chopped huzz, right? You know what I mean? My hair was chopped huzz then. I was cutting it myself because we're in the pandemic. You know what I mean? Look at how fucking sleek that hair is, bro. So that's why I didn't have a head, because I put it in a model. The Games Workshop gave me for a review. Good times. Why's fucking YouTube crashed out? Man, it's cute. It's actually, ironically, the army is no bigger now than it was because so much has gone to Legends that half of, or is in the sea, that half the army's not there anymore. Which is quite funny and sad at the same time. That the half the army is gone, so the army hasn't really grown that much because it's fucking all Legends. Well, fuck me, I do have a big army, don't I? Do you think this is like one of the largest Blood Ravens collections on the planet? It can't be far off. Can't be far off the biggest Blood Ravens army. There's loads of people who start painting Warhammer and just give up. Would you like to see me do shit like this again? I was thinking about making something for, because obviously Dawn of War's coming out. Doing it again, but with like more factions. Have you considered putting the head on of Amazon Prime's Warhammer's Henry Cavill onto a captain so you can circle it onto a thumbnail and put it in for mega hits? Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Or maybe I do it's like members only or something. Like little members only bonus videos to do showcases. Maybe do the Bloodraven one for free and then the rest for members. It is quite the fucking army, though, isn't it? A lot of it paid by Nick now. It's not massive. I've got about 4 times as much as Ultramarines. All painted, Des. All painted like this. Did you make a video wobbling your camera to the Dawn of War theme tune? I've got to do it again for Dawn of War, right? You know what I mean? Who's the fuck's army is this? See, Index Astartes, full showcase. That's not an army, that's 4 units, bro. It's 4 units. Oh, my librarian's literally in this thumbnail. There it is. Derp. Derp. My librarian's literally there. There you go. That's Jonah Orion. I made him into Primer. I converted him with the Dark Angels guy. Didn't one of your dreads win a painting competition? Sure did. Sure did. My Brutalis. Yeah, there's Jonah Orion. Not Jonah Orion. What's his name? Can't remember his name now. Jensen. Jensus? Jensen. Jensus. Jensus. What's his fucking name? Jensus Notorian, that was it. God. Classic. Classic. Anyway, chat, I don't think we're getting Facebook car, are we? I think we were close to getting Facebook car. You say they put on name character sheets in Dawn of War Onslaught board game. I can't remember if that got talked about. Yeah, I did talk about it on the stream once, a couple weeks ago. I had a look at the rules. But yeah, I definitely did that. I definitely put like leaking new rules or something. I don't remember when it was. Plus new Blood Raven rules a month ago. Yeah, if you didn't know, chat, the Dawn of War Onslaught board game, which I've been trying to get a hold of, has some rules in it. But it's just the models from Indomitus with some custom data cards for the Chaplain and Judicia. I might make it to a video for the second channel. I haven't got around to doing it yet. Might be a good idea. This Deathwatch news makes me glad I haven't paid or based any of my Deathwatch veterans yet. Yeah, I would probably hold off, ironically. I would hold off because it just doesn't look very good for the old Deathwatch. Like, what's going to happen with them is, like, no idea, you know? It would be nice to just put them out as PDFs. It'd be nice if you actually fucking buy the game. I've got, like, Americans just all checking their local targets, and they're like, yeah, Mikey, we can't get this game anywhere. I'm like, please, I just want one copy of the game. Even if it's just the fucking rules at this point, because I don't need the models, I've already got them. You know? I just secured 2 copies. Sam, get me one. How much? Start Warhammer. Let me buy it. A really nice paint job, that, to be fair. Target. Shipping not available. Delivery. Maybe you can. I doubt it. It doesn't feel like you can. That feels like they're out of stock. I got myself and my dad a set, but cover the postage. You can have the rules. Bro. If you can send me everything but the models, I would sort you out happily. You know? If you can sort me out like everything but the models, because I don't really need the models. Sort me out with a box with all the rules in, all the board and stuff. I'll sort you out handsomely. I'm a broke college student and just wanted the models. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Jokes aside, shoot me a message because I don't want the models. I just want the rules and stuff. I just want the rules and cards. I have all the models already. Yeah, man. Shoot me a message. I'll sort you out. It comes back in stock frequently, but it costs like $200 to ship a £3 box to you from Florida. Fuck me. Fuck. I know America's cooked, but what's going on? And the models not unique. No, they're from Indomitors. It's a very, essentially, for Americans, a very cheap way to get heroes of the chapter. I wonder if a version of this will come to Warhammer stores like the Space Marine 2 game did. Yeah, maybe. But it'd be cool to get it early so I can do a video. It'd be cool to get it early so I can do a video. Because that's all I want. I want the information. I don't need the models. I've got some. The price drop between this and Heroes of the Chapter is insane. Yeah, this is what, $40? Is it called Heroes of the Chapter? Oh, I can't remember what they called it. What do they call it? Heroes. Chapter. Honoured of the Chapter. Yeah, it's £100 for this. But it's $40 for the same models in red plastic. How much is this in the US? 168. What the fuck? And it's $40 from Target. What the fuck? $168? Or you can go to Barnes and Noble and get a free board game with it for 40. It's insane that it's 100, yeah. It's insane that it's £100. But the fucking price difference is astronomically crazy. They want to get rid of old stock. It's not old stock, Oscar. It's not old stock because this is a grey sprue. These are red. You know? They're new sprues. Specifically for this. They'd be like, these are blood ravens. See, they're red. Yeah, they're just ripping us off. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, if you get them, Sam, shoot me a message, mate. And I'll sort you out. I'll give you money for the board game and postage. As long as the postage isn't like $500. As long as the postage is like reasonable for a cardboard box with some paper in it. Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but I really don't understand why they dropped it to like 40. You're just admitting $170 is absurd. So the reason it'll be 40 is because it'll be, not that I'm saying it'll be sold at a loss, because it won't, but they'll be taking a price cut to get more people into it. It's a onboarding technique. It's to reduce the customer acquisition cost, to make it cheaper for people just to buy. rather than having like, yeah, you could buy this kit for $100 and something because that's what we charge the actual game, the actual model, sorry. What they do is actively take a hit on the profit, which, you know, at this point that sprue is all profit, but look past that for a minute. They'll take a hit on the actual cost of the models for what it would normally cost to use it as a way to get people in, you know? It's marketing, yeah. It's the first one is free strategy. Yeah, literally. It's literally drugs. First one is free. That's why they do it. So $100, $170 for that sprue is absolutely wild. It's extremely marked up, but they've already made their money off it because that's from Indomitus or whatever it was. But the reason they can sell it for 40 is because they're essentially selling it at a profit loss, so they can get more people in. But like, how many people are so into Dawn of War but so adverse to tabletop that this is what pulls them in? Well, if there's sees something on the shelf in Target of all places, you know, American mom walks into a Target, she buys herself an assault rifle, and then she goes, oh, my kid likes Dawn of War, or my young kid, my teenage kid likes Dawn of War. I've heard of Space Marines, I'll grab him that as well. You know? I imagine that's what it's like in America. It's like assault rifle in one hand, Dawn of War board game in the other. You know what I mean? So... And it looks good for them for, like, supermarkets, just for, like, sort of product line, like beginner starter line, to be like, well, the Dawn of War one sold really well, so why don't you put our higher price stuff in there? Not saying that Walmart are going to start stocking the entirety of Games Workshop's range, but, like, starter sets, yeah. Yeah. Oof, got roasted. As American, I can confirm. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Air rifle, not air rifle, assault rifle, Dawn of War. And then you can be like, and then the guy at the checkout, he'll be like, whoa, it really is Dawn of War with that rifle. You can both laugh with each other, you know? As you've got like your Second Amendment or whatever, and it's just a fucking assault rifle that can shoot 100 rounds a second. It's like a fucking minigun. And you'd be like, yeah, it is. It really is the Dawn of War. I'm sure there's something in there. You know what I mean? Enjoy that one. There's something in that joke. Hey, chap. Hey. No guy at the checkout, self-checkout only. Is this self-checkout for a rifle? Imagine. Trying to fucking scan it. I was British, trying to scan it in Tesco, like, boop. Unexpected item in bagging area. Hey, anyway. Chat. Speaking of different countries, in my watch later, I've got a little video called The Warhammer Store in Japan You've Never Heard About. And I haven't heard about it. So maybe we could watch it. Have they made them red to tank the reliquary red sales that will no doubt skyrocket with the new game coming out? Well, yeah, exactly. When everyone starts buying them fucking Bloodraven armies, holy shit, I'm going to be riding the wave, bro. When you see me in my new Imperial Fists car, you know, that's when you'll know I've made it. We could paint it red with reliquary red. I'm sure Colourforge would sort us out. Just saying. Donate to the Facebook car fund. Anyway, let's find out. I've stopped recording. I don't know why I did that. If you didn't know, Japan has a thriving Warhammer community over there. It's been a main focus for Games Workshop over the past couple of years. They are trying to like smash the Asian market because it's basically untapped potential that they've not seen anything with yet, and that's what they're like aiming for. We've looked at like the Financial Times, where we can see like the growth in Games Workshop market is like UK smashed it, all done. US plenty of room but growing, and Asia is like one that they haven't touched yet. And there's a documentary I'd like to say near Fuji, with Wargames in Japan. And I thought we could have a look at this video because it sounds quite cool. I legitimately have some unbuilt Space Marine stuff I'm starting and mulling over doing it with Reliquary Red because I hate my current Blood Ravens paint recipe. Why do you hate it? Why do you hate it? The reason I use Reliquary Red is, one, it's a beautiful colour, but it's also the colour that the colours that Games Workshop paint them. They paint them with like corn red, and Reliquary Red is essentially a colour match. It's just a nicer maroon, less pink. So let's have a look what they got to say anyway.
Wargaming, and specifically 40k, is something that is spread worldwide. But there may not be a better spot to wargame than this, because for just a 30-second walk down the road from this little wargaming shop, you get this breathtaking view of Mount Fuji.
I've been there, chat. I've been there. This actually might be near where I stayed. I've been to the old Fuji. I've been to the old Fuji. I've been there, chat. I don't know if you do. How do you know someone's been to Japan? They won't shut up about it.
And for an even shorter 15-second walk, you get this even more breathtaking view of a flourishing garden.
Let's go! Beautiful. Gorgeous.
In our time here, not only did we learn about this...
All the way to Japan and never to Stoke, Shane. I know. Pete, did you know you've been robbed? I don't know if you saw that part of the stream. Someone's made a 3D printable kit of your conversion. You've been robbed, bro. Daylight robbery. Actual daylight robbery. Never again.
Wargaming shop, Fuji Warstorm, and its roots. We also learned about the wargaming scene in Japan as a whole. Now, I am currently myself based in Tokyo.
I currently myself am based. He is with all the fucking Gundam figures behind him. What a Chad. Look at all the fucking Gundam, bro. Hell yeah, dude. I love Gundam now. Look at that. He's got is that the unicorn? Is that the unicorn Gundam? Perfect grade unicorn Gundam. Big grade Gunpla. Anyway, everywhere.
My friend Ryan, and also co-producer of this channel, has decided to come over to Japan to visit and also to film some random tidbits. It was at this time that we stumbled upon this little store through a local Discord. Well, we had to go check it out. We wanted to take some footage, and Dave, the owner of the shop, was a super nice guy and kind enough to let...
I love that the video is called The Warhammer Store in Japan You've Never Heard About, and it's owned by a guy called Dave. You know, this cute little Warhammer store in Japan, never heard of it, sounds amazing. It's run by a guy called Dave. Of all names, Dave. God.
Basically a couple of no-names, that's us, go to his store and play around for a day. We set the date, got a rental car, and we're off.
And after some time on the Japanese open road, we finally got there. It was a more beautiful...
Why does it look like an outdoor toilet? Not to be rude, sure, it's really nice inside, but it's just kind of like that green. It's like a Brit. And that green is like public toilet type colour. You know what I mean? Not saying that the place looks bad. It's just the shade of green. I would have been like, you know, like you go to like a public park or like a fairground and you're looking for the bathrooms and you see a green building. That's where I go piss. You know? I'm sure it's lovely inside. I want to see whereabouts on the map it is though.
And we're off.
And after some time on the Japanese open road,
I can't even see where I stayed. It's literally in Fuji. I didn't stay there. We stayed in a place called Fujiyama, which is a bit further up. Damn it.
finally got there. It was more beautiful than we imagined.
Comedic timing.
Especially if your
On par.
experience with
Impeccable.
wargaming shops primarily consists of Games Workshop stores. This shop is different than most.
Yo, it looks alright, side. That's alright. You got some Games Workshop shelving on the side, look. You know, got some Space Marine shelving. You got some boards. It looks alright. Unpainted terrain. It's like I'm at home, bro. Cute, geishas. Ooh, peak. You don't see those very often. You don't see those. Why are they round the corners? Are they like, oh, they're like prints. Ah, that's cool. I thought they were just codexes. They're actual prints. That's really cute. Hey, doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. You know what I mean? Tomorrow's BBC homepage. British YouTuber causes international internet to compare Japanese shops to toilets. Bro will know. Bro will know. That's cute. Got some nice artwork on the wall. You've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables. That's cute. Got all the product on the shelf. I've paid to play in worse looking venues later. This is like, compare this to like a UKTC event. It's like fucking luxury.
Our dreams of wargaming in some guy's shack had finally been achieved, but we were keen to learn more about how this all came into existence. So we decided to ask the man himself.
Well, we're sitting in my game store, Wargaming, which is based.
He looks like a Dave. You know what I mean? He looks like a Dave. Let's be honest. That's a guy who is called. Look at the skeleton shirt. That's a Dave. That's a Dave if I ever saw one.
In Fuji, Shizuoka, if you're not familiar with that. Got a large volcano, so you always remember where you are.
Yes.
Yeah, my name's David, and I've been living in Japan for a while, 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
About that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, this year 10 years.
10 years, wow.
So originally from the UK, born in London, lived in Wales for a while.
Is it just me? I thought he sounded Australian. Am I being crazy? But also, how does it feel to live my dream? I want to live in Japan. I love Japan. I thought he sounded a little Australian, you know? Was that being crazy? Am I like, is that wild?
And then said, why not? Let's go to Japan.
It's a great reason to come.
Here I am.
Here you are, 10 years later.
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened. Good Lord.
I thought you got a New Zealand. Yeah, I thought it was a bit like New Zealand, Australian. I didn't know Sea Dog opened a store. Are you telling me that looks like Sea Dog? Are you telling me that's like Sea Dog VA? That guy.
Got married, have kids.
Oh.
Never leaving.
Never leaving.
I don't want to leave, but yeah, never leaving.
Never leaving. That's fantastic. How did sort of the Warstorm itself come about? That's sort of like a big sort of jump, you know, from
It is.
sort of coming to, you know, Japan and then suddenly coming here. It's like, you know what, I want to start up a Warhammer wargaming store in Japan.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I think everyone does that, right?
yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it,
I'm going to be an English teacher first.
Yeah.
You do that for a few years,
Yeah.
and then open a wargame store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a natural cycle of things, you know. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, you know, the millions of.
Everyone I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, millions of people do it.
I mean, yeah. To be honest, it was one of those things where, I started as an English teacher, and you can only really get into that so far if you don't want to make that your entire life.
Right.
And as much as I do enjoy teaching, gaming has always been like my main hobby and also my main line of work.
Yeah.
So
I can see the gears sticking in Mikey's brain. I can speak English. I could open a Warhammer store in Japan. Just aside, I said to Georgie, if like anything happened between us and she ditched me for someone who's like clearly better, more dashing, more good looking, more money or whatever, I'm just off to Japan and she can't do anything about it. I could do this job anywhere. She's holding me back. She's tied me down, bro. She's tight like the old ball and chain. The old ball and chain holding me back from moving to Japan. I was like, you know, I could just do my job anyway, right, George? You know, if you said no, I did say to her, I was like, if she said no when we got engaged, I'd just stay. You know what I mean? Just stay. Why? Why do I need to come home? The tournament side of the business would fall over, but imagine all the Warhammer streams I could do from Tokyo. You know, what time is it in Japan now? I could be live. It's like the morning, right? Okay, it's 5 in the morning. I would not be streaming right now, but I could. I could start streaming at like 8 in the morning in 3 hours' time. Start streaming at like 11 at night. At 12 at night, sorry. That'd be a cool time to stream. This could literally be me. There must be a level of nominative determinism with people called Dave, not Davids. Dave specifically. Yeah, there's like what at one point you are just Dave. You could cover so much Japanese Warhammer drama. Imagine, and then I could just like start the tournament company again. You know, I could start the tournament company again and run like the largest Japanese GTs, and it'd be like 12 people, and I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah, dude. You have to stay with me or else I'll move to Japan. It's hell of a gambit. Yeah, that's all it took. She was like, fuck. You can't live my dream. I'll hold you down. I was like, yeah, fair play. I wonder if the local people think that sumo-style ponytail is him trying to blend into Japan, not realising that that's just what middle-aged wargamers in the UK do to hide their bald spot. Bro, that's so savage. Imagine being the largest Warhammer creator in Japan. That'd be so cool. There's no, I don't think there's many others doing it. Yeah, games should be forced to send you stuff because I mean, literally in the growth market. It might just be like the thing to do. I moved to Japan. I'm like, Games Workshop, I live in Japan now. I am your biggest like Japanese content creator, you know, or the biggest content creator in Japan for Warhammer. There might be more, but I'm probably one of the biggest. So you have to listen to me because this is your company's growth market. So anyway, hire me as a rules writer, 500 quid an hour. Hire me as a rules tester, 500 quid an hour. I'll do it, and I'll be like Japan's largest influencer and rule playtester. You know what I mean? Someone needs to warn Georgie that he's having these dark thoughts. She already knows. She already knows. But yeah, we were like, if she ever gets laid off or anything like that, we're off. We're off.
So my first ever job was with Games Workshop back in...
Fucking knew it. My first job was with Games Workshop. Let me get the context.
Or in Japan.
Yeah, no, I think everyone does that, right?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
So,
I'm going to be an English teacher first.
Yeah.
You do that for a few years,
Yeah.
and then open a wargame store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a natural cycle of things, you know, that's how it works, yeah. Yeah, you know, the millions of...
Everyone I know, yeah.
Oh yeah, millions of people do it.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, it was one of those things where, I started as an English teacher, and you can only really get into that so far if you don't want to make that your entire life.
Right.
And as much as I do enjoy teaching, gaming has always been like my main hobby and also my main line of work.
Yeah.
So my first ever job was with Games Workshop back in 2003,
Wow,
roughly.
Yeah.
That's when the car was out. That's when the car came out. The one on Facebook. That is me. I am an English teacher and I'm thinking the exact same things and I work with Games Workshop. You fucked it, bro. This is you. This is your future.
And then after that, I moved into a couple of independent stores. So I worked for Rules of Play in Cardiff and then Firestorm Games.
Yeah.
Starting a wargaming store.
He's from Wales. But he sounds like he's from New Zealand. But he's from Wales. He worked in Cardiff.
Is no easy feat. If you were wanting to start one, there are a variety of things.
I want to do that thing again,
So
chat,
my
sorry.
first ever job in Cardiff. Then Firestorm Games.
Yeah.
Starting a wargaming store is no easy feat. If you were wanting to start one, there are a variety of things you need to keep in mind. First off, even if you were wanting to primarily focus on 40k and Age of Sigmar, Games Workshop doesn't do franchises. So you'd have to start your own independent game store, and then there are the matters of finding a location for your store, purchasing wholesale from GW and other providers, and then doing the myriad of other things before you can even officially open your doors for the first time. Dave did all of this while also dealing with the specific rules Japan has for setting up a store.
But did you
That's quite funny. It's just like, yeah, to open a Warhammer store, you make a business, buy the stuff, and then you do all the other things. There is New South Wales in Australia. Nailed it. Nailed it. He lived in New South Wales. There's that Welsh accent plus Japanese accent equals New Zealand. Yeah, it's fucking, his accent's just wild.
feel like when, especially when setting up the whole thing, did everything just sort of click into place when you were working on it?
Not super clicky, but not so terrible either.
Right.
So as I mentioned briefly before when we were talking, finding a place to rent was a challenge.
Right.
So if you are especially a non-native Japanese speaker, because you can't just go into Google and be like, places to rent in English, because then you'll just find houses.
Yeah.
So if you want to rent a Leo Palace, you know, go ahead and Google that in English. But yeah, you need to be able to find the correct search terms in Japanese and then go through all the Japanese sites and filter. But even then, at the end of the day, even somewhere as sort of remote as Fuji and Fujinomiya, I looked at as well, it's just so...
That's where I stay, chat. Fujiyama. Fujiyama shout out. Great place if you're going on holiday to Fuji. You get to see Mount Fuji, but it's also like a little town. It's cute.
So expensive to find a reasonable space to do this kind of thing.
Right.
So then I was very lucky that my wife's family happened to have this whole building, which we were not using before.
Yep.
And I just got sort of permission, as it were, to convert this dead space into a functioning shop.
Bro got really lucky because also the other thing is, not to be uncouth about Japan, but a lot of Japanese people are quite racist to like foreigners, which is understandable because the fucking tourists and foreigners are everywhere. But like, it's quite normal for like people to be like trying to rent a house or like renting a house out, and then for them to just be like, no foreigners. And it's not something that you can be like repute either. It's like, it's just, if you're like a foreigner and somebody's just like, we don't want that, it's just like, tough fucking luck. But also, yeah, Nepo baby. My wife's family had this spare building and they let me make a store. Bro got really lucky. Bro got really, really lucky. His wife's family might have been racist and they were like, yeah, we can open a store if you were Japanese, you know? But yeah, it's like a really strange thing because obviously, like, especially right now because it's so cheap and just like a really, like, a lot of people like fantasize about going to Japan, and if you can, I would highly recommend it. I had the best time ever and I'm going again. The thing is with it is like there are some places that are just like no foreigners, you know what I mean? It's not all sunshine and rainbows over that place. Step 1, marry into a family that owns real estate. Step 2, use your former employment connections to access a GW trade account. Yeah, bro's like fucking set up, bro. Bro's got it.
Then after that, getting stockists on board was pretty easy.
Right.
A few other things, like the licensing laws are a bit different here.
Right.
Again, obviously, Japan has food and safety regulations. It's not like a Wild West scenario. But again, just sort of navigating those is a bit different, and you need a lot of Japanese for that.
Getting past all the details of setting up a tabletop.
The bro just has lived there for 10 years. He just doesn't speak Japanese. Is that what he's saying? You know? He said a lot of bits like, you know, you gotta like, you can't just search for it. You have to like go on the Japanese websites and filter. And there's loads of regulation. You need to speak a lot of Japanese for it. Bro's lived there for 10 years. I don't speak Japanese, but if I lived there for 10 years, it'd be kind of like, for the first couple of years, it'd be kind of important to learn, you know? To be like, oh, you have to navigate all the Japanese websites for it. I'm a bit like, does bro even speak Japanese? I know it's a hard language, don't get me wrong, but 10 years?
Store.
10 years, bro? What's bro doing?
Getting past all the details of setting up a tabletop store, how much of a market even is there in Japan for wargaming? Who exactly is wargaming?
Like, jokes aside, as I said, it's Games Workshop's largest growth market. They're just competing with Bandai. You know what I mean? They're competing with Bandai and also people who don't give a fuck. It's there's not like the cultural zeitgeist stuff like Warhammer. Like in the UK, it's big because of like British stuff. It's like a British company. That's what makes it quite. That does a lot of carrying for like how popular it is. In the US, it's obviously like video games, and Europe managed to break into that market as well. In Japan, they just don't have that really. So
I think a lot of people imagine maybe, just from what I've been speaking to people about, they imagine that the majority of the business is sort of the foreign residents.
Right.
And while they obviously make up a large part of the community here, because a lot of them played war games in their home countries, and obviously they bring it with them when they come. Like being Japan, the main market is always going to be Japanese people, right? Understandably. So for that, you need to be able to communicate to at least some reasonable level in Japanese.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you're just going to get stuck with your very small market of people who come and go, and you never know when that's going to be. No, I mean, it's a really growing hobby here. You know, Games Workshop did make a bit of an error when they first came here. They tried to expand a bit too quickly without laying the groundwork first. They fell back from that, but now they've definitely re-established it, and it's a massively growing hobby.
It is.
Both for Warhammer and other games. You've got the new Gundam game coming out
Yes,
later
Assemble.
this year as well.
Gundam Mention! Gundam Mention, let's go! Chat, you see my video, by the way? just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
And obviously that's just got that inherent fan base in the country, and that's just going to bring even more people into the wargaming side of it as well. And I think one of the things that makes it harder to notice the Japanese elements is they tend to be a lot more isolated. So whereas the foreigners seem to naturally want to be like, hey, be my friend, be my wargaming friend, you play wargames, we're friends now. There's not quite so much of that with the Japanese gaming groups, and they're all in like little secret areas. So now that I've been getting people coming here, I've suddenly become aware of like 3 or 4 new gaming groups within like an hour's travel from me that I did not know about before starting the shop. I've actually been quite lucky with some of the customers, because I've got some friends who live in Hyogo, and they, as far as they were concerned, like, we're the only people in Hyogo who play these games. And then I get some customer orders from someone else living in Hyogo, and it's like, so obviously I messaged them first, like, hey, do you mind if I give contact details? And I'm like, yeah, you go play, find them. But yeah, so everyone's happy for details to be exchanged, and now they meet up, and more games can happen.
That's fantastic.
That's cute. That's cute. Because obviously, like, with anything like that, especially like Japan with like essentially limited, like a lot of Japanese people live in like quite small apartments as well. It's like having like a big gaming area at home is just like nigh on impossible as far as I can imagine. So being able to play at clubs is a necessity, but then there just isn't that many clubs because it is just such a, it's just a much smaller niche that it's kind of like, I feel like Japan is in terms of like Warhammer, feels like Warhammer 15 years ago in the UK, you know what I mean? It's like there's a few people that play, there's a few gaming groups that meet up, but there's not like a lot of people that play and big wargaming stores with loads of tables. It's little places like this little shack that this guy's got, you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's quite interesting to hear about it, because again, it's like I said, it's kind of like what it used to be like for the UK here, you know what I mean? It used to be a lot quieter, don't get me wrong. Expat spending cash on war dollars and not in muscle mommy bars. Yeah, literally. Cheeky gaming store doxing, J Martwood. Does a Tokyo Cafe have open gaming? It had small tables from what I remember. It didn't have anything huge. It had a lot of display tables. It had a lot of like painting and stuff. Do I still have pictures? Let me double check. I'm going through my holiday pictures, chat. It's making me sad. But I'm going again. Which is very exciting. That's our engagement. That's in Kyoto. I was trying to scroll because I took 1,200 pictures or videos. So I'm just scrolling. I'm nearly there though. Is that it? No. Found it. Ta-da! That's me. Chat, that's me. Happy. Imagine that. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look. See, I took videos. I don't think I took a big video around the store though. They got these in there, which is really sick. Look at that fucking freehand emperor on the fucking shield, bro. I don't think there's a lot of gaming from what I remember. But the models are really cool. What do you mean to record? Why is it fucking lagging so much? Isn't that fucking insane? You know? Isn't that fucking nuts? Did I buy anything there? I bought a Bloodraven fridge magnet. Ironically. That is all I bought. They didn't have much that I was like, you know, not... They didn't have like much exclusive stuff, but I'd never seen the magnets. Well, look at the state of that. So insane. Actually so insane how good this shit was. But they just had loads of this. It was more about like a display of hobby more than like a gaming area. But they just had like a painting competition. But I think it was independent. Because you can see it's like the rust nagling. So I think it's like an independent painting competition they'd had. Then they had this. Rusty nagling, as you can see. Like a cool Lancer with a really cool base, I thought. And then we had the milkshakes. I think I had like a Raven Wing or something, which is like a pistachio milkshake thing. But they have like loads of like painting stuff, like a big painting area where you could like with like paints and water and lights and stuff like that and wet palettes. But they didn't have much in the way of had some cool stuff. Like a lot of it's like it wasn't exclusive, that was the thing. That was cool. It's in the back of a rhino to sit down and play a board game. You know? They had like a big display of just like, you know, it was kind of like a mini Warhammer world essentially. You know what I mean? And then I bought this. It's a little Blood Ravens fridge magnet, I think. It was cool, don't get me wrong, but I live streamed all the way around Japan and then we managed to find it. This is me with my setup. And then we found it and then they were like, yeah, you can't film inside. You know? Very funny. It is a cool shop though. But yeah, not a lot of gaming in there. Not a lot of gaming. It was more like display. It is, if you go to Japan, it's worth a look, but you're not going to buy much like exclusive shit there. All the exclusive stuff is everything you can find in Warhammer World. So if you're in the UK, you can buy it in Warhammer World. They don't have the milkshakes in the UK, that's for sure. But if you don't have anything near you like Warhammer World, then it's definitely worth a look. But with Japan, I think that's one of the only places you can actually buy Warhammer, like in person. You know what I mean? Barring like places like this, there's not many like Warhammer shops. There's 500 across the world. I don't think Japan has many. It might just be one. Did you not grab any of the Japanese Death Guard kits? They didn't have them in at the time because it was like long gone, and then they've come out anyway. So, like in terms of exclusives, there was like I said, loads of Warhammer World stuff. But I live an hour away from Warhammer World, so it was a bit wasted on me specifically. How many stores have you got in the UK? Couple of hundred. Yeah, you could buy the command tanks. 145 in the UK, allegedly. That sounds about right, though. There's 500 across the world, so there's not 400 just in the UK. 145 would sound about right.
Actually, yeah.
I'm an enabler.
Yeah, it's great.
On top of the insights Dave shared with us about Warhammer's growing popularity in Japan, it should be noted that Japan has a history with wargames that goes all the way back to the 70s. While this exact history is a bit out of scope for this video, we will be linking an interesting article and video about the topic in the description below for anyone interested. And of course, being the journalist that we are, we had to make sure to ask the hard-hitting question.
And then I guess we got a nice wonderful question here written, which I think it was, I don't know when we wrote this. This is actually a very, we thought it was the most nuanced question on the list, but it was, if you were to eat one Citadel paint for dinner, what pot would that be and why?
Wow. Interesting story here.
Bro, he drinks Citadel paint pots every single day. Interesting story. Well, actually, I use corn red as ketchup because it tastes the same. There's no to buy command tanks in the USA, so one day I'll make it somewhere to get them. Can you not go over like the Citadel? Is that what it's called? The Citadel? In Texas, maybe? I don't know. Chat, if you ever need to eat a paint, life and death situation, you need to eat a paint, right? You're like, look, the guy's got a gun to your head, and you're crying, and it's like James Bond. You're crying, you're on a chair, and he's like, you've got to eat a whole pot of one paint that's ever existed, right? And then you'll get away free, okay? That's the sort of thing you're going to do. One, buy Reliquary Red, exclamation point, colour forging chat, I'll just link in the description. If you're going to buy a paint to eat, right, you've got to eat a paint or you do get shot in the head, okay? Vallejo Bone White. The old one. Game colour. Vallejo Air. As for Vallejo Bone White Air before the redo, because that looked like white chocolate and it tasted like it. I was convinced that it was just white chocolate with acrylic in it. I was convinced that's how they got the colour. It is... I don't know why. Don't know why it tasted like white chocolate, but it did. It did. And a silver so I can go out Mad Max style. I got these grills. Just fucking fat silver. Null oil as it's thin as fuck. No, you got to enjoy that. It's a paint, not a wash. A wash is not paint. If you got to eat a paint, Vallejo Bone White. All right. Let me show you a picture. But it looks like Milky Bar, and it tasted like it. It's got to be the Game Air version. Okay. Old one, not the new one. This one. Why did you eat it? Don't answer. This one tastes like white chocolate, bro. All right, I just put my paintbrush in my mouth for that, watching it. It tasted like chocolate. I was like, oh. So then I don't have a paintbrush handy. So then I was like, oh, that was quite pleasant. Oh, yeah. Do we like Vallejo again? No, just for the paint colour taste, though. Pretty good. We're talking about life and death situation, David, all right? Morals are out the window. Like, someone's got a gun to your head, you're taped to a chair like James Bond in that film, and they're like, you've got to eat a paint, all right? I think we can look past the AI for just a second. That would look like it would go nice to custard cream. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Anyway, what do you wear?
Getting back from my Games Workshop days.
Oh, fun there.
So it's very common, I think, for people, so the pro-level painters end up with a lot of paint in their mouths, and they're sort of like...
See, chat, he says I'm pro-level painter. It's normal. It's normal to eat a paint. We've all done it. All All us professionals have done it. You know what I mean? Not like you scrubs. You've never eaten a paint. Not a professional painter. Not like me.
Out their brushes. I'm not one of those painters.
Right.
But when they first changed the paint range from the sort of hexagonal pots to the sort of more what we're familiar with now pots, we had a customer who reportedly called up the head office to ask about the recipe for the new enchanted blue paint. Because he said it tasted a little nutty, and he had a nut allergy. And apparently, when he was painting, he didn't just like dip the brush in his mouth to spit out the thing. He would sip from a pot of enchanted blue, because apparently it has a good flavour. So I guess if I had to drink a pot of paint, I've got a recommendation for enchanted blue. Original, not new.
Original
Enchanted blue. It's where it's at for paint drinking, apparently.
Did he say he had a nut allergy?
When they first changed who reportedly called up the head office to ask about the recipe for the new enchanted blue paint. Because he said it tasted a little nutty, and he had a nut allergy.
It tasted nutty, and he had a nut allergy, so he was sipping the paint because he liked the flavour. I'm sorry, what is this story? That's like two stories mixed together, right? He liked it so much he was drinking it had a nutty flavour, or he was allergic to it. What are we saying? What are we saying, bro? My wife said that just before we got married. Said what? That you had a nutty flavour? Great.
And apparently, when he was painting, he didn't just like dip the brush in his mouth to spit out the thing. He would sip from a pot of enchanted blue.
You heard that story when I was at GW also? No way, bro. That's not a real story. The guy was scared it would trigger his allergy. That's an old wives' tale that went around. Surely. Not someone fucking there with a straw. Being like, what if I have an allergic reaction to drinking this paint? My wife said she had a nut allergy, so no nut. Unlucky. Unlucky, bruv. Never mind. Get him next time.
Because apparently it has a good flavour, so I guess if I had to drink a pot of paint, I've got a recommendation for enchanted. Original, not new. Original enchanted blue. It's where it's at for paint drinking, apparently.
As we were gaining some interesting insights into wargaming in Japan through this interview, you may have heard background noise of people in a shop playing some 40k. So we turned our interviewing attention to the players themselves.
じゃあまず、もしよければちょっとインタビューの方を行いたいと思ってますがよろしくお願いします。まず軽くもしよければ皆さんの自己紹介を少しいただき、全然その軽くでもいいんですし、もしよければ今どの辺に住んでるところとか、その辺をちょっと概要できたらいいかなというふうに思っております。よろしくお願いします。じゃあもしよければどの辺から始めた方がよろしいでしょうか。はい、お願いします。
日種と申します。住んでるところは静岡県の東部です。で、ウォーハンマーは、15年ぐらいやってます。で、静岡ハンマーというコミュニティ、このメンバーみんなそうなんですけれども、を10年前に始めて、始めた時には静岡県でウォーハンマーをやってる人は3人しかいなかった。
I like how even in Japan, every club name has war or hammer in the name. You know? Even in Japan, you've got to get hammer in the club name. Shinjuku Hammers. Bless.
申します。住んでる3人しかいなかったんです。あ、そうなんですか。そうなんです。はい。今は明日またゲーム会やるんですけども、15人とか20人とか集まるようになりました。
Hell yeah, dude. From 3 to 20 people in the club. Let's fucking go.
結構育ちましたね。
育ちました。はい。で2日連続でゲームできるのは夢のようです。はい。
いい感じです。
Really a dream to play games all week, and hell yeah, check out Hellstorm Wargaming events, bro. Check out Hellstorm Wargaming All Stars, 5 games over the weekend. And I love Japan. Where's the unpaid MDF? There has been some already, dude. You have missed it. There has been some already.
馬と申します。住んでるのは同じく静岡県の東部に住んでます。で、ウォーハンマーは1年ちょっとですね、始めてから。はい、何しようか迷ってたんですけど、バトルフォースでこいつらいたんで選びました。
He's a fucking Death Guard player. He's a fucking Death Guard player. Hellstorm Wargaming All Stars Japan when? I've already talked about it, bro. I'm already there. I'm already thinking about it. I think, bro, it's Death Guard.
一番好きなのはこれです。
Who is it?
はい。
Who's the GOAT? Also unpaid MDF right there.
ガードの方が一番好きな。
Oh, is it Imperial Guard?
ああ、もうこいつらを作って殺されるためにこのアーミーやってるようなもんです。はい。
Oh, it's a Casakin. I thought it was a Labour Scroll you had. It's a Casakin, I think.
いいのですかね。
素敵ですね。
はい。
素敵です。
はい。
どうもラングルと申します。同じく静岡県の東部に住んでおります。で、ウォーハンマー自体は十何年前から知ってはいるんですけど、ゲームのバトル自体を始めたのはつい最近で。
A true Warhammer club. A true Warhammer club. More unpainted MDF terrain. However, official GW layouts. Let's go. Official GW layouts. Let's go. Layout 6. Absolutely smash it. Nice terrain, to be fair. But it is button painted and it is MDF. Japanese people seem very polite. Yeah, they are super. They're very reserved and very, very polite. Yeah, polite to a fault, as far as I understand. But yeah, very like you saw like the difference the way this guy was talking to like the Japanese people and being like fully explaining like, can you please do an introduction if you don't mind, you know? And to Dave, it was a bit more chill, you know.
こちらの静岡ハンマーさんに所属させていただいたのはもう去年の終わりぐらいからって感じです。でバトル自体も今まで全然やったことがないもんなんで西さんにいろいろ教えていただきながらちょっと学ばせていただいてるっていう状態です。でつい最近
He's been part of the club for a year and he doesn't know how to play. Oh, little baby.
一応こちらもユニットを用意してプレイさせていただいております。
Yo, it's Draja Valores. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice paint job. Let's go, bro. He's only been in the club for a year. Look at the fucking axe, bro. Look at the axe, chat. If you've been in the hobby less than a year, can you paint this to this standard? Admit it right now. Look at the fucking standard. Get shamed. Painting the army for playing What a King. Yeah, look at it. It's fucking gorgeous as well. Great job. Great job, King. Imagine being like, no, I can't play Warhammer yet. I'm going to finish painting my army, and the army looks like this. UK would never. Embarrassing behavior.
でもすごくいい作りですね。
ありがとうございます。すごい嬉しいです。
いえいえ、もう。そしたらもしよければこのところでも軽く旅をお願いしてもよろしいでしょうか。はい。
小松と申します。友達に誘われてウォーハンマー始めました。今1年目で。I've
been in this hobby for a year. It's like to my friend, fuck him, I've got no money left. Did you just say tabletop ready? I think so. As we all say the same thing, you know?
5種類ぐらい2000ポイント揃えちゃいました。
だいぶ5種類っていうのが結構いろんなものを揃ってきたっていう感じですか。
ほぼほぼ帝国軍でインペリアルナイトを中心に、
Better Chaser! Better Chaser! He's got Imperial Knights! He's only been in the game for a year and he's already got Imperial Knights! Better Chaser!
ウルトラマリーン、メカニカス、グレイナイト。
I love Japanese because it's so funny because he's like, no, they're not called Grey Knights. They're Grey Knights, so, but in a Japanese accent. And it's like Mechanicus-so. Do you hear it? I listen to him pronounce Mechanicus and Grey Knights. And Imperial Knights. And Imperial Knights as well. It's like, it's not Imperial Knights, it's Imperial Knights, so. It's so good. It's so good.
今1年目で なんだかんだで5種類ぐらい2000ポイント揃えちゃいました。
あ、じゃあだいぶ5種類っていうのが結構いろんなものを揃ってきたっていう感じですか？
ほぼほぼ帝国軍でインペリアルナイトを中心に。
It's not Imperial Knights, it's Imperial Knight. It's so funny. They do that with there's so many borrowed words in Japanese where they just don't bother like having a translation. It's just like, nah, just put an O or su on the end of it. And I love that. I think that's so cool.
はい。ウルトラマリーン。
Just I need to say ultramarines in Japanese. Ultramarine. It's so good. I love it.
メカニカス、グレイナイトで今実はカストーデスも作ってます。
だいぶ結構じゃあ結構帝国
寄りで遊ばせていただいてます。
なるほどです。ケオスはどう思いますか？
ケオスも今 AOS の方でケオス作ってます。
あ、そうなんですか。じゃあ、はい、じゃあ結構でも
ね、頑張ればケオスの方も AOS でからユニット持ってきてやれるかなっていう形で。
Bro doesn't know that demons are getting codex in 40k. He doesn't know yet. Bro doesn't know they're getting fucking axed like Deathwatch. He's like, I'm gonna play demons so I can play in both games. No, Interstellar. No. Bro doesn't know yet.
偽りの皇帝にしよう。偽りの皇帝にしよう。
これも改造すればケオスな。
Oh, bro! He was like, I could turn these into chaos knights and then dropped them on the floor. Oh, he's fucked. No!
まあこんな感じで。
He was like, I could probably quickly convert these, and he literally dropped them on the floor. And now he's broken. Bro, that was savage. That was so funny, but also so savage.
静岡中部のグッチーと申します。ウォーハンマー歴は8年目ぐらいになるかと思います。アンミも5アンミぐらい持ってて、陣営はもう帝国から頭脳からいろいろ何でもやる感じですね。で、あとはですね。
去年の勝率がウィニングレートです。85%。
93ですね。
The GOAT! We found the best Warhammer play in Japan. Battle report right now. Play me right now, bro. 93% win. I like how he was like, his win rate was 85%. He was like, no, 93% actually. Actually, it was 93%. Don't fucking do me like that. Don't put me in those low 80s. Don't put me in those low 80s, bro. 93% win rate? Who do you think this guy is? Josh Roberts?
93でした。93で静岡で100で県外でちょっとずつ負けちゃった感じでした。
とんでもなく強いんじゃないですか。
カスエスを2年くらい前から始めて。
Because they've seen it, bro's got 15 wardens and fucks people up. Bro's got 15 wardens and 3 blade champions. And he just fucks people every day. He's like outside of Shinjuku. Sorry, it's not in Shinjuku. Sorry. Shinazawa fucks people up.
全勝しているところです。
バカ者じゃない。
頑張ってます。
They play on GW layouts as well, and it shows.
じゃあそれ一番多分好きな本どっちかというとカストーデスの方なんですけど。
最初はオルクとかディーモンもやってたり、いろいろ本当にいろいろやってます。本当に全部好きでやってます。
I'm sure many people would be curious to know, like, in a place like Japan, like, what is the faction that's the most played, or is there like a hated faction? What's like flying off the shelves? And that
Gotta be Custodes. Gotta be Custodes. I've guys proven it. You know what I mean?
So, weirdly, or I don't know, coincidentally, I should say, it's the guys in the Discord for the expats community.
Right.
We're actually sort of doing a bit of a survey about what's the most popular.
I did not know this.
And I actually said for the Japanese community, almost everyone's playing demons at the moment. Just because I think the main reason is it works for both Age of Sigmar and 40k.
Ah.
No! No! No!
So they can just like, whatever game, it's all round bases. But then today, as we've got in the background noise, I don't know if people can hear that, but we've got some Japanese players, and there's not a demon to be seen, so I take it all back.
It's all gone at this point.
But no, the new Eldari stuff's been really popular.
Really?
In general. That's probably been my bestseller recently, with the new Krieg, sort of Astra Militarum, so just behind that. So those are the top two places there.
Wow.
For Age of Sigmar, Stormcast is still pretty popular. Trying to think anything else that's been big sellers. No, probably.
Hey man, you don't need to like make slightly racially charged jokes. I'm sure you didn't mean much by it, but you know, there's not really room for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably that would be the number one.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And then obviously today, Cities of Sigmar as well.
Cities of Sigmar.
Yeah. Steam Tanks.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't know the guy's name, but there's a Japanese event organizer who's been running 100-player events.
100-player events in Japan? Bro, untapped market. Bro, untapped market. What am I doing here? What am I doing in the UK? I could be running 100-man events in Japan. It's got nicer weather and nicer food. Holy shit.
So, and again, most people don't even seem to know outside of that community that that's even happening. But yeah, there are
100-player events in Japan. That's actually crazy. Off to BCP to find this. Yeah, I mean, is it on BCP, baby? That's actually a little wild. That's actually really surprised me. I was expecting events, but this guy's got a little tiny store. He's a remote location, to be fair. But like 100 person? Fuck. There is like, it is growing. 100 person is probably the biggest event in the country, but that's still really good.
Those sorts of scale events happening in Japan now.
That's insane.
Was not happening maybe 5 years.
Where the fuck are they holding them? Where the fuck are they putting 100 tables in Japan? That's literally it on Fuji. That's the only place I can think there was enough space. Fucking hell.
And these are not stuff that you find on, like, say, like Best Coast pairings or sort of these, like, you know, public.
Where can we find
sort
it?
of under the level.
You gotta know a person who knows a person. Get the secret handshake. In you go.
In you go. It's the underground. There's a bouncer outside the door, you know, sitting there and say, "Let's see the army." It's like, oh, two colors, rough.
Oh, yeah, no basing. Out you get.
Out you get. お願いしたい質問が
We're not on BCP. Where can we find it? I want to see what won. Probably this guy. This fucking guy won with Custodes, didn't he? Let's be honest. Let's be real. This guy won with Custodes again. 97 times out of 100. He played all 100 people there. It was like the one. You know what I mean? It was like me versus the world. 1 versus 99. He was like, I've got a 97% win rate because I beat 97 fuckers and only lost 3.
ありまして、まあちょっと日本にあるその40K の環境についての質問、それが全然そのゲーム内のものでもそうですし、そのコミュニティでもそれに関してもいいんですけど、軽くでも例えば現在の環境で一番日本で使用されてるアーミーどちらの方がやはりちょっと人気があるかどうか、その辺ちょっとみんなに意見をちょっと聞きたいなというふうに考えております。でまた皆さんが何か例えばすごく日本ではすごく強いアーミーとか一番嫌いなややこしいやつとか、それ全然意見を自由にちょっと共有させていただいて、すごくこちらの方の動画修正にすごく役に立ってるんじゃないのかなというふうに思っております。
Questions like this are actually super fascinating to me. Just see like how different countries handle different metas. Because I was talking to a guy when I went to the World Championships of Warhammer. In the US, I played a guy from China, And I was like, what's like the meta like? Because he was running some chaos bullshit. And he was like, everybody just plays Chaos Space Marines. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, everybody, like, this is the list that's like coming out of China. I was like, it was a good list. It was like at the time, it was like the triple Chaos Space Marine Chosen. It was like triple Forge Fiend, like Lords and everything. Then like a little bit of the commune stuff, like the cultists with the dark commune attached. That was like, he was like saying that it's like everybody, this is like the list. We've like worked on, I and my team have worked on this, and like it's like every tournament that you see runs this list. I was like, that's really interesting. It's just specifically Chaos Space Marines. This is like 2 years ago, so like the meta's changed loads since, and the army that won that event was the 120 cultists and one Forge Fiend vibe. But yeah, I'm interested to see what it's like in Japan.
もし話せばいい。はい、もう全然自由な感じで。もそうですし。
なぜウォーストームゲームは一番いい場所？
あ、それも大事です。とんでもなく大事です。
What did he say?
もし話せばいい。はい、もう全然自由な感じで。もそうですし。
なぜウォーストームゲームは一番いい場所？
あ、それも大事です。とんでもなく大事です。
いいね。というか好きもね。
Is it loads of free promo, but it needs more?
やらせだ。
もう初恋です。
ウォーハンマー40,000自体がもうここ最近かなり有名になってきたっていう感じがありますよね。ゲームもつい最近新しくプレイステーション5で出てきます。スペースマリン2でしたっけ、が出てきて、あれの認知度がすごい高かったもんなんで、でやっぱゲーム自体も有名です。
So it's interesting that Space Marine 2 had an impact in Japan as well, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, that they know, Games Workshop even said themselves that they had a huge rise in the US and Europe for Space Marine 2, but they're actually just saying, yeah, loads of people know about it because of the video game as well. Space Marine 2 did fucking money for Games Workshop. It's actually, it can't be understated how much fucking numbers that game did for, like, selling Warhammer. It's actually fucking crazy how well it did.
最近 Amazon プライムで、ウォーハンマーの、映画がそれの映像が出てたもんなんで、今までそういうの興味なかった人でもさえも
It's like bar for bar, the same. You know what I mean? Why did it grow in the UK even more? Space Marine 2 and the Secret Level episode, it's the same.
もうかっこよかったみたいな言って関心持ってくれるのは良かったですね。だから認知度は随分上がってきてるんじゃないかなと嬉しい限りです。
以前グッチさんとかとやった時には日本語のコデックスがなかった時期があるんですね。英語のあの時はもう全然人が増えなくって、本当にもうマニアしかやってなかったんですけども、やっぱり日本語のコデックスが出てきたりだとか、今ラングルさんが言ったようないろんなものが出てきて急に人気出てきました気がするよね。でそれと同時にプレイスペースもできるようになって、新しくできて、一番新しいのがこのウォーストーム。でゲームスでね、デビッドさんが頑張って作ってくれたので非常に楽しくゲームもできてます。でアーミーでいうとうちで人気あるのっていうのは割と 40K だと帝国もあるしゼノもいるしケイオスもいるしで割とバランスいい感じですかね。
多いですね。
No custody mention.
一番強いは見てた何ですかねうちで。
強いのはグッチーさんだけど強いのはグッチーさんなんでカストですが一番強く感じるんですけれども、
プレイヤーの話だよね。
Bro, throw him under the bus. Whatever that fucking guy over there plays. Whatever that fucking guy over there plays is busted.
ただやってて強いアーミーっていうとなんだろう
どうだ今日はこれは。
いやー死んじゃったから。
No matter what country it is, no matter what your background is, no matter what you do for a job, you know, it's always the same. The guy with the biggest model will say it's busted because he wants it to be cool. He just wants to show off his squig off on camera. Absolute king energy. Let's go. He just wants to show off his squig off. Let's go, baby. What a Chad. You know, no matter what, the guy with the biggest model in the room will hold it up and show it to you. No matter where you are, where you're from, what you do for a living, where you're born, whatever. Fucking love that. What a guy. What a fucking legend.
だからまあ2ターン目ですし、やっぱ戦車の方が強かったですね。実弾です。はい。実弾が一番。
Doesn't Doesn't that look like a plague-based crawler? I think it might be a Rogal Dawn, actually. I also want to show off his squig off. Yeah, exactly.
強いです。実弾でやるのが一番強いかもしれないです。はい。
小松さんはどうして帝国側ばっかりやってるの？ここにいては。
インペリアルナイトは使いたくて、でインペリアルナイトで遊びたいもんでナイトから作って帝国軍作って、他のユニットも作りたいもんで、メカニカスも作ってみよう、合流できるならグレイナイトもちょっと触ってみよう、ちょっと欲を出してカストレスを触ってみようっていうみたいな形でやってて、でそろそろケイオス側も作ってみようかなと思って、これをまたケイオスに改造してちょっとやってみよう。
Yeah, chucked on the floor. That's the mod. I didn't check when I was there, actually. I didn't think about the price of models in Japan because, like, the cost of living in Japan is much lower, but anything that's imported is just, like, insanely expensive. Like, the reason that loads of people, like myself, are going to Japan all the time, like tourists going to Japan all the time, is because it's like, once you pay for your flights, like, the actual place, it's very cheap, and your money goes a lot further. Whereas people in Japan, obviously they get like lower wages, their cost of living is quite low, but the currency compared to like the dollar or the pound or anything like that is like, it's through the floor. It's ridiculous how low it is. So like the people in Japan, when they're trying to buy stuff that's been imported, it's just like insanely expensive. So I do wonder how much Warhammer costs in like how much would it cost in Japan? Maybe we could have a just look at like maybe like Space Marines or whatever. It's like a rough guide. Well, a rough guide we did. We got the, what do we call it? Company. Not Company Heroes. What was that thing we were looking at earlier? That was $170. Honored of the Chapter. That was it. So we're looking at Honor of the Chapter, which was $170. In the UK, it's £100. And then in Japan, can we put Japan? Japan. 22,700 yen. So that is more than 100 quid. But that is just like insane money. That is insane money. How much did it convert to? £114. So like 10% of your fucking the average monthly salary is, yeah, 10% of your monthly salary is one box of Space Marine Honor of the Chapter. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, 4 million yen a year, or roughly 30,000 USD. That's less markup than the US has. Yeah, well, yeah. What was it? $170. 168. Yeah, 125. It's very poor wage, which makes you think they're actually a poor country. They're not really a poor country. It's just that they can't. I think there's a general, from what I understand, there's a general sentiment of like Japanese people feel quite trapped because lots of people are going over for tourism because obviously people want to visit Japan. It's a very cool place. The food is lovely. The culture is really interesting. And it is like relatively affordable once you get there. But Japanese people can't leave the country because they don't have, their money doesn't go as far, you know? After like the money, the excess money that they have, they're fine to like dot around Japan because the cost of living is quite cheap. But anything that they want to buy that's been imported, or if they want to go away themselves, it's just like insanely expensive. So, insanely expensive.
いいのかなっていう形で
偽りのモデルしよう。
応援してます。はい。応援してます。
They're trying to convert him, bro. Bro's being indoctrinated to play Chaos. Smash those Imperial Knights and put them back together, bro. They've been indoctrinated.
ここ最近もうアシェットとかで普通の書店でもウォーハンマーが買えるようになってた状況っていうのはすごいいいと思います。やっぱりウォーハンマーって言っては悪いんですけど、ちょっとお金が少しかかるところがあったんですけど、そういう風にアシェットみたいな書店で買えるのってかなりお手頃な価格で。
So they're using Hatchet Partworks to get into the hobby. They're doing the same combat patrols and Imperial magazines in Japan to get people in. That'll be obviously just so much cheaper because even in the UK, the US and stuff like that, hatchet magazines are quite cheap for the units. You know what I mean? It's like equivalent for us, like a squad of intercessors might only be like £8 to £16 to get in. Like the first character is £2 usually. The first magazine's quite cheap. Sounds like they're doing the same, which is quite interesting.
初心者の方も入りやすいようになったものなんで、そこのところも結構ウォーハンマーが話題になってきた影響が大きいのかなと思ってます。でもう基本的にはウォーハンマー自体は本当に昔からあるんですけど、やっぱり最初から言った通りあまり認知度が少なかったっていう状況がもうどんどん改善されてってすごい嬉しい状況ではありますね。今でも日陰のものみたいな扱いだったのが今ではもうみんな知ってるもの、コマーシャルに出てたよみたいなことでみんなから知られてるっていう状況でちょっと嬉しい限りですね。
That's cool. That's cute. He seems really nice. He seems really nice. So it's basically just getting a lot. It's still very expensive, but it's getting a lot easier. Yeah. 8,000 yen for a GT ticket with a chance to win a golden ticket for Warhammer World Championship of Warhammer. So that's about a £40 ticket, I want to say. About a £40 ticket, which is pretty reasonable. You know what I mean? That's pretty reasonable. Again, because of the cost of living, so the price to rent somewhere will be a lot cheaper than here. The cost of like food and stuff like that is a lot cheaper. I think £40 is quite reasonable for a tournament. You know? If it's a weekend event as well.
ありがとうございます。
They do seem really nice.
よければ一言でもないです。
Come on, Gucci. Tell us what you think's broken.
負けたことがほぼないので。
Bruh, is bro a fucking Chad or does he need humbling? I can't tell. Is bro a Chad or does he need humbling? Oh. I've just fucking pulled my mic off of here. Oopsie. That's supposed to be attached. Give me a second, chat. Let me just mute my mic. Hello. Okay, we're all good. Thank God. Just fucking pull my microphone off. Chat, donate. I need a new mic. Anyway, where were we?
発言ですね。とんでもない発言です。
苦戦したで言うとワールドイーターが接近戦をよく使うので、お互い接近戦同士だとやっぱ苦戦することがあったりもするので。
I like how he's like, what's the meta? And he's like, I personally struggle with this one army.
相手が接近戦アーミーだと嫌です。
4 plus.
そうですね。そう9班10班ぐらいからテレインの裏に射撃ができなくなったルールに変わったので、射撃アーミーがちょっと大変になって、テレインの裏にさえしまっておけば攻撃さ。
The thing is with it, it's quite interesting because obviously they're playing. It looks like they're playing on like Games Workshop layouts. So like the meta for those on certain layouts is fucking brutal for shooting armies. So I'm not surprised he's like melee's really good. Chad, imagine this guy makes sure he's only enemy villain arc.
からないので、だいぶ接近戦アーミーが良くなったかなと思ってますね。その前の8班の時は射撃が強すぎたって言います。それはそうです。もう接近戦入る前に全部死んじゃった。
These guys seem so cool. I think they all seem like really nice, really chill, just like proper like, just nice people. If you like live in Japan, you'd love to be part of this gaming group. I think it seems so cool.
だいぶ今はいい感じになったと思います。バランスが。
Games Workshop themselves are already opening more.
Like they just seem like really respectful people. Obviously, you know, like I said, like a lot of the time you find that with just Japanese people in general, but they just seem really nice and really down to earth as well, which is cool. You know.
More stores and have plans to further that. So we had the Fukuoka store open last year. I think the Nagoya as well.
Yes,
oh,
that
shit,
one is
okay.
open as well, from what I understand.
I didn't know there was multiple stores in Japan. But I guess it might be quite new. Like Tokyo's been there a little while now, but they got. Well, I'm going to Nagoya this year, so maybe I'll try and find it. Nagoya and Fukuoka. That's cute.
So again, we're sort of hitting the point now where almost every major city has a Games Workshop in it again, which is pretty great. So at least on the sort of the west side of Japan from Tokyo. No, so I think again, just with the big sort of retail force of Games Workshop expanding out and sort of successfully expanding out as well this time, I would be very surprised if we don't see continued growth with the Japanese and expat community in Japan. I think recently there's been a lot more push to try and get a Japanese national team as well.
Yes, I heard about the
So
WTC.
that's going on. We've got a few different groups kind of pushing to sort of organise an option for that.
Right.
That's good. I mean, you know, I have my grievances with the WTC, but having like a Japanese representation there would be really sick. That would be like really, really sick. You know what I mean? It'd be really cool. Be cool to like see them because obviously like there's like China, Korea, and stuff like that. Australia obviously already goes, but having like a Japanese team would be really sick. And it's something that like I said when I went to the World Championships, I didn't personally meet any Japanese players. Now there could have been Japanese players there. I just don't know. I don't remember, but like. It's cool to see like more representation and more people, like what was quite convinced, like quite obviously like quite a small community, definitely getting on back onto the worldwide stage with it, which is cool. This level of wholesome community vibe is something we need more of. Yeah, exactly. I agree. It's very cool. It's very chill, very nice, and just seems like a great bunch of people. So.
And again, just getting Japan on the sort of the world scene, I think can only do positives for local players to be like, oh. You know, there are options and places to go now. You know, it just publicizes everything way better. So, yeah, I would be very surprised if over the next 5 years it's not a positive change for the hobby as a whole.
Right.
So I guess we'll see in 5 years' time if I'm eating those words.
Fingers crossed, eating some enchanted food.
Yeah, maybe I'm outside with a sign saying, we'll paint models for food.
No.
Could all go bad. But no, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a positive.
It is exciting, isn't it, in that sense? All right, so now with that, we should have probably got everyone's a little bit of insight as to just everyone's sort of like opinion of the current meta, and then also how the hobby itself is just sort of really flourishing in Japan at this point. So, yeah, hopefully it brings a little bit of insight for everyone else out there about what it's like being in Japan. And then if you guys yourselves come, I mean, you know where Warstorm is now, so please come down to Warstorm and check out everyone. They're all waiting. And then this person here has literally a flawless win rate. So if anyone thinks he can beat him, please come over and challenge this guy. So he's going to be...
Imagine I go over there. 100 to 12. 100 to 12, imagine. I would become his arch nemesis. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm on my way, bro. I'm on my way. I want one game. Imagine I go over and I'm like, I'm going to beat you. And then he beats me 100 to 12. That would also be funny. That would also be extremely funny. We'd have to change all my t-shirts to 117 rather than 116. Fuck the car, new goal. Yeah, chat, get me to Japan. I need to play Gucci. I'll wear my Gucci shirt and fucking psych him out. I'll go in full Gucci get up and psych the fucker out.
So, yeah. He's waiting.
Thanks again to David Oyster Patient who participated in our video. That was a great video. That was really fun.
Someone at say
not this one. Not this one. That was a good video. I really enjoyed it. It's really insightful. A lot of interesting things. So go subscribe to Legion W. Fucking Legion W in chat. What a great video. So yeah, Warstone Games, there it is. Does he do discount? 20% off. Let's go. He does a discount. Oh my god. I'll post it on the stream again. We'll find out if the car's still available. If you didn't know, we're keeping an eye on a car on Facebook that is currently for sale for £800 with a free army. So thanks so much for watching. I'll be back on Wednesday morning for a live stream from 10 or 10:30ish. But otherwise, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you next time. See you later. Love you. Bye. Bye. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. See you next time. Thanks for hanging out. You're a legend. We'll get that car one day. One day we'll buy a new car on stream.